Good afternoon and welcome back to NCC Grounds Colombo 7. It's a continuation of the double-header. Ace Capital, unbeaten Ace Capital taking on Bloomfield, searching for their first win surprisingly. Over the years, both the teams have produced outstanding cricketers, outstanding cricket, and we are expecting nothing less. Weather is perfect at the moment, little overcast, 31 degrees Celsius, minimum of 26, 17 kph is the wind speed, cloudy day right throughout, and we are hoping that no interruptions with regard to the weather. Always, toss play a very crucial part. We have Ruben Silva down at the center together with two captains and the match referee ready for the toss.
It's toss time at the beautiful NCC grounds. I got the two captains with me, Ravindu Fernando and Pawanta Veerasinghe, and the match referee, Priyantha Ranjit. And Pawanta, you got the coin? Head it is the call. Head it is. Ravindu, you won the toss, and what are you going to do?
We're going to bat first.
You're going to bat first. So what are the reasons for that?
I think it's a good wicket and we are hoping to put a good total in the board.
Any changes from the last game?
Nisala going out and Shanika comes in.
All the best, Ravindu. Pawanta, hard luck. What were you going to do?
We had a chance to bat first, yeah.
Looking at the service, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a good wicket, seems like a good wicket because the last match was also a good match and the pitch is really good, so it's not going to be a big deal. All right.
Any changes from the last game?
Yes, Anuka Vijayavardhan goes out and Nim Saradragala came in.
All the best, Pawanta. The news from the centre is Bloomfield won the toss and they elected to bat first.
No real surprises there. Bloomfield winning the toss. They're going to be batting first. The second game of the day. We had a very interesting encounter between Tamil Union and Nugegoda Sports and Welfare. This is Bloomfield. Skipper Fernando, Desha Priya, Hasita Amarasinghe, Hasita Wandinayaka, Chamaridu Netsara is in, Janit Lienage, experienced campaigner, Hansamal De Silva, Nirmal Gamage, Piyumal, Samudita, and Eshan Malinga. Ace Capital, led by Pawanta Veerasinghe, Ranesh Silva, Pawan Pathiraj, Thandu Rajpaksha, Hinatigala De Silva, Shan Matthews, Vijay Sundara, Atharagala and Kumarasinghe. Predominantly a young side, lead by a very young player, but 3 out of 3. They've surprised few teams on the way, and they are expecting to continue the same vein. Gamini joining alongside me once again. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dambi. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, as we're coming to the business end of this T20 format, only next week we'll have the knockouts, and all these games are mighty important. Like you mentioned, Ace Capital coming into this game after playing 3 games, they've won 3, but Bloomfield have had a torrid time, haven't they? They've lost 3, so chances of them making into the knockouts is quite slim. But obviously, a club that has a rich history, no matter what the format is, they're trying to resurrect and add some respectability with 2 games to come. Incidentally, this Group P has got 7 teams, so everyone will play 6 games. This will be the 4th game for Ace Capital and 5th for Bloomfield. And I'll tell you what, Dhammika, it's a steaming afternoon. It's a scorcher, really. It's 31 degrees, as we just saw. But perfect conditions for a T20 game. Pitch assisting the batters. There's enough carry, enough bounce. So it'll come down to the skill set and the mindset.
You said it right. Good pitch. We saw Tamil Union going on to score 181, which played really well during the second essay as well. But I thought they haven't been proactive. Rachinta starting the proceedings for Ace Capital. Very interesting looking bowling action. Someone who's capable of swinging the ball in the air. Not too much of pace, of course. Hasita and Hansamana, 2 openers for Bloomfield.
Yeah, I don't know Rachita Silva is right arm fast medium, to be honest. It's like gentle medium pace, isn't he? May have been a slower ball to start with. 3-1 through extra cover. That'll race towards extra cover boundary for 4. That'll make him feel pretty good. A cover drive off the middle of the bat, it always helps when you're building up an innings. Hasita, have a look. Put a bottom man into it, but perfectly timed.
Very gentle, slower through the air. In the slot. So Hasita Amarasinghe says thank you so much. He's off the mark. Couldn't have asked for a better start. It's a very tall man. Nice wrist work. Walked it away, gets a single. Always pleasing to see. Bloomfield definitely hoping to get close to 170, if not more. They must be disappointed not winning a game coming into 4th encounter. But it's time for them to change their fortunes. Hansamana de Silva, another very talented youngster, not scoring truckload of runs. So this is the ideal opportunity. Good pitch, fast outfield, strong opponent. What's more?
Just a gentle push onto the onside. The 2 boundary riders, long on and deep square leg in front. Sometimes, Dambika, when you haven't got the results that you required, that gives you like a free license coming to the end of the season. Nothing to lose. The surface, a lot of green patches that we saw in the morning have disappeared, as you could expect. The sun comes down hard, and there you are. The few foot marks appeared. Equally pace and spin. That last game was 40 overs. Waited for it. Wow. All he had to do is to get that ball 5 yards. He seems to have been batting on this track for a while, hasn't he? He's timing the ball. Both that extra cover drive and that square drive, you could call it. Right off the middle.
Good piece of fielding. They decided not to go for a single. Decent over under the circumstances. Bloomfield off to a very good start after first 6 for no loss. Points table starting to take shape. Few teams eyeing semi-final spots. Just as you mentioned, Bloomfield out of reckoning, their chances of reaching semi-finals pretty much out of the window, but it's about delivering sound enough performances. Isudha Vijayasundara, been part of Sri Lanka Test side during West Indies tour. Strong lad, strong shoulders, very consistent. One of the key performers for Ace Capital during this tournament.
So slip in place. Hansamana on strike. Can they use this new ball to any effect? Half sling, beaten for speed, all ends up. That was a quick delivery. It's a half slinger, you can call it. This is Vijayasundara. Fine leg inside the ring. He was half a second late on that one.
That was well directed, ideal height. He was late. I tell you, worked in his favor. Had he got any bat onto that one, would have been a skyer. Isita off to a very good start. Very interesting action, and straight away gets it over the infield. Looks like fielder pulling it inside the boundary line. They come back for the third. No is the call by the non-striker. Hansamana is off the mark. He's already off the mark. Now he's on 3 of 3 deliveries.
Yeah, change of action, as you said. Showing the good old aeroplane landing. Going right around. Very poor running though. They had enough time because that's a long part of the ground, 68 yards. Out. Mistimed it completely. Again, shorter length. Fraction late to transfer his weight onto the back foot, Hansamana. This is what happens, Dhammika, when you don't take your opportunities. That would have been easily 3 runs the previous ball. If they had taken that, he would have been at the non-striker's end. But looking for that expensive pull shot once again. Top part of the bat. Easy take.
That I tell you quite clearly, they are to be hit, but miss hit straight to the fielder. Hansamana no more. Out for 3 of 3 deliveries. 4 deliveries, in fact. Bloomfield losing early wicket, never good. So it's an excellent start for Ace Capital, continuing the momentum. Trying to make a little bit of room. Probably too much room outside the off stump.
He's generating some speed, isn't he? Hitting the deck hard. At the moment, Chamarindu Netsara, the new batter. He's looking to belt it down the ground. The quicker he receives, I think he should be a bit more smarter than that. You got enough speed on the ball. This is where you need to be technically smart. Maybe looking to play a shot using the speed. Play to the sides. Once again, that change. And another swing and a miss.
This is not good batting. Chamarindu Netsara much better than that. He played for St. Servicius College, Mathara, been part of Sri Lanka under-19 team. Wicketkeeper, a very good one. The experienced campaigner Hasita deciding to provide a little bit of instruction. Mate, don't hurry things up a little too much. Already conceded a wicket, and Isita Vijay Sundara in the middle of a very good over. You don't want to concede another wicket at this stage. He's once again trying to make a little bit of room outside the off stump. Misses it luckily. There was no edge. Excellent over. 8 for 1 after 2. It's maybe one reason why Ace Capital done so well. Is it doing so good? Here's Rachinta, cross-batted heave, and fielder in the deep had absolutely no opportunities. Played across the line of the delivery, but he made a solid enough connection.
I think right throughout the day we've seen batters targeting that shorter side. Got enough bat on that one. Rachinta continues to offer, continue to take the pace off the delivery. So there's another fielder being added onto the onside. There's mid-wicket in place. including that fielder down there on the boundary. Mid-on drops back to the edge. Expected that. The fielder coming from off to onside, created a bit of a gap on the onside, and the width was on offer. And didn't he make use of that one? That was powered pass, extra cover.
At that speed, you just cannot afford to do that. Too slow, way outside the off stump. He was eyeing that area for a while. Finally, opportunity arrives, and Hasita Murasuriya dispatched that one away really nicely for another boundary. They need momentum like that. Boundary from time to time. Rachinta persisting with the second over. That's well bowled. Pitch around leg stump. Ricochet off the stumps, and they are going for the second. Oh, that's very, very close. Lucky escape, I can tell you.
It's all happening here at NCC. You could have had a run out either side. Both calls are pretty close. Direct hits. How many times do you see that? Often. Direct hit onto the non-strikers, and oh, I'll tell you what, that's again the wrong technique to ground your bat. Fumble. Again, a touch and go. There's not a lot in it.
Surviving
in baseball, it's called double play. Nearly a double play in cricket.
You can't get the batsman out at the non-strikers end. Go for the strikers end on both occasions. It was very, very close. You mentioned creasing technique, very poor. He just plucked the bat in the air. You often seen direct hits. Had them in trouble when they do that. That's nice. And it's in the gap. Very well done. They needed this sort of an over. 3 boundaries.
Yeah, a bit too straight. Having square leg up and fine leg inside. You really cannot operate that area. Most left-handers use that bottom hand to get it up and over the infield. Hasita suddenly 19 off 10. Going on nicely. Sun had disappeared, Dhammika. A few clouds hovering around us. This time hangs on the back foot and gets in the gap once again. Seems like a happy hour for Hasita. He's picking his spots and he's getting the gap. So 4 fours in that over. This is the last one. Smart batting. After getting down on one knee, the previous ball, used the depth of the crease. 26 for 1 after 3.
They've lost a wicket. They've got few very strong batters coming down the order, Janit Lienegis in particular. So it's about making the most out of it. Hasita, meanwhile, he looks very good. Outstanding over. They needed, I've already mentioned that 3 overs 26. With provided on a couple of occasions. And Hasita dispatching them for boundaries. On third occasion, he perishes. He tried to play that time after time, but this time, Isita strikes. Young Chamarudunets are out for naught of 3 deliveries.
Yeah, Isita firing it in, hitting the deck once again. These are really not picking the ball out of the hand, are they? The space and bounce, climbed up. Once again, hit nearly the shoulder of the back. That's how late he was. He hasn't troubled the scorer, Chamarudunetsara. He goes for a duck, caught Vanuja ball, Isita. Well, suddenly, 2 in 2, Bloomfield 26 for 2. I was just about to say, when we saw the batting card just a moment ago, that his name was down to come around number 7. You've got to have your best batters coming, particularly against good bowlers like Isita. He's teaming in, running in, change to the action. Again, beaten for speed. I'll tell you what, he's putting on a clinic, isn't he? He's got it on a string, he's landing it where he wants. And this wicket is offering him a bit of assistance.
Certainly got some gas and he's switching on. There you go. He was well and truly beaten. Went past the bat even before he knew about it.
I'll tell you whether you have, I don't know whether you have seen a bowler called Madan Lal who used to open the bowl with Kapil Dev in the 80s. The change of action is very similar to Madan Lal's action. There you are. Just that jump, the trigger. He runs off the bat from Janit. Is it a 2 for 3 after 1.3?
And I've also noticed apprehension. Take a look at it. He's backing away instead of getting underneath the line of the delivery. Done that on 3 occasions. Third time, he just didn't manage to escape. Plenty of pace. Kept on doing that. He knew the batter was a little apprehensive. Not afraid, but, you know, it wasn't convincing.
So point comes into the ring. Third has dropped back. And there's a deep square leg. So no guesses needed. This is going to be shorter length again.
Hurried on to the batsman. It was through to him before he went through with a shot. Oh, this is lovely to watch. Raw pace by Sita Vijayasundara, and he's been hitting the hard length consistently. There you go. He's going for a pull shot. He wasn't anywhere near.
Yeah, quite strange, some of these batters, the way they approach this quick bowling. Obviously, Sita is bowling with a bit of venom, but I'm yet to see a single shot looking to use the speed. They're all trying to pull it in front of square. This time, once again, miss hit. It's going to miss at the minute.
They're committed on the front foot, not transferring weight into their back foots. So when Isita Vijayasundara bowling this quick, you're not rocking back, you're asking for trouble. That's the reason why he couldn't time it well enough. That was there to be hit, isn't it, Gamini? Short enough.
It all depends on how well you are seeing the ball. At your very best, when your eye is good, the mid wicket drops to the edge of the ring. Fuller delivery and dealt with some power. Yeah, change of length from Isita Vijayasundara, and that's the first boundary of his bowling. That was a well-timed shot on the offside.
For the first time, slightly fuller. Wasn't a bad ball, but he played through the line of the delivery. Beautiful bat swing. Good thing about that previous shot, opportunity provided, he did miss on it. So that's very important. 4 done, 31 for 2. Very talented Trevin Matthews being brought into the attack. As usual, made a little bit of room outside the off stump. That was spanked it away. He was eyeing that area for a while. Makes no mistake. Janit Lienage.
He just rocks back. Trevin Matthews, he's in the thick of things these days with white ball squads, T20s and the 50 over. And so is Janit Lienage. Quick, very quick to pounce on that one, didn't he? It's a shorter side. This time fuller. One thing Trevin Matthews does is he changes the speed. He's got a few varieties under his belt. The carom ball, the off spinner, the googly. So he'll be looking to mix things up, as this is a very good surface for batting. It says off break. Sometimes it's really difficult to fathom out what his stock ball is.
Bowler diving couldn't prevent the single being taken. Very good over so far. Already 6 runs taken without taking any risk. Janit Lienage's presence so important for Bloomfield. If we do well, generally they ended up putting a very good score on the board. Caught away, but didn't time it all that well.
Yeah, lucky to get away with it. There's no feeler outside the ring on the offside. The mid-on is back. The mid-wicket in place. Goes and 4. Fuller length. Janit Lienage. He's another batter who relies on his timing a lot. As you see, his back foot moves towards, there you are. Just backing away just to get that gap. Slower delivery. Oh, now hurry. Now.
This is disastrous. Last thing they can afford. Oh, big mix-up. Janit never had any idea of going for a single, but unfortunately, batter who does well, Hasita, went beyond the point of no return.
Yeah, backed it up way too far, didn't he? What put him off was that Janit Lienage took 2 or 3 steps. This is what happens, Dambika. Sometimes your ears are not used to the call. These modern day batters sometimes look at each other and decide whether to run or not. So he goes, Hasita, that's a big wicket, that 28 or 15, 41 for 2.
Just as they did right throughout the tournament, Bloomfield experiencing torrid times, losing 3 for 41. They've been picking up boundaries, maintaining good momentum, but too many wickets at the end of 4 overs. It's about rebuilding. Janit Lienage, their main batter, need to be out there for a long period. 5 gone, 41 for 3. Rovin De Silva joining alongside me once again. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dhamika. Good afternoon to all the viewers out there. Himself to continue from the swimming pool end. Left hand on strike. Short pitch delivery. Into the gap. 4 runs for the left-hander. It was too short. It was there to hit. 4 welcome runs for the left-hander.
Was not the best piece of bowling. Rolling the wrist over. Gets it into the gap. So he basically done everything right there. It's about wait till the opportunities arrive. When it arrives, making the most out of it. We've seen a few batters missing the plot during the first game, and hopefully this youngster could make the most out of it. That was there to be hit. No half measures, but finds a fielder. Oh, how crucial that be. There was a fielder placed. He knew it. And opportunity provided. He went for it. Finds a fielder. Unfortunately, after getting a boundary immediately, walking back to the pavilion. This is not ideal. 4 down for 45.
Another soft dismissal. It was there to hit. It was short, but found the fielder. Deep third man. Pawan was the fielder. Safe hands. Asita Vandinayaga, he'll be really disappointed with that. It's a good player, but today is not his day. Going for 4, taking that long walk back to the pavilion. Bloomfield lost their 4th wicket after 5.2 overs.
We forgot to mention Nimsara Taragala, the new bowler who picked up a wicket, came into the attack, conceded a boundary. What a strong comeback. Knew exactly what the field said, knew exactly what the batsman is up to, provided ample room outside the off stump, go for it, and trap was set. Batter basically fallen right into it. Hasita Vandinayaga, someone who's capable of staying out there for a long period, unfortunately not anymore.
A brilliant start to his capital so far. Still inside the power play. Already got 4 wickets, and newcomer Ravind Fernando, the skipper. All the pressure will be on his shoulders, losing 4 quick wickets in the power play. Not the ideal start that they were looking after. Nimsara with the bowling hand coming from the swimming pool end. Again, another good delivery. It was just short. When you're bowling with that pace, Dhamika, you can't bowl it too short, right? Isn't it?
But we've seen by bowling short, is it the Vijay Sundara? He picked up wickets, and this man, short delivery so far proven very effective. Yes, under normal circumstances, short delivery asking for trouble. But today, things have changed. Once again, hard length, worked away really nicely, gets a single. Now, this is not ideal when it comes to T20 cricket. You've lost 4 wickets inside first power play. So this is not the ideal moment for you to rebuild. But Bloomfield, that's maybe the reason why they haven't done well enough during this tournament, losing 3 of their games. But hopefully, they can come up with a good recovery.
Janit Lianage is on strike, carrying a lot of experience. I play a lot of international cricket with Sri Lanka. This time, full delivery. Straight to the fielder at extra cover. And talking about Janit Lianage, even in Sri Lankan cricket, he plays in those circumstances, in those situations where Sri Lanka used to lose few early wickets. This is what Janit Lianage can do. He's a crisis man.
How often we find Janit trump under pressure. His speciality. Lovely, isn't it? No troubles at all. Hardly ruffled. Worked away, gets a single. 6 done, 47 for 4.
It's a little bit cloudy out there. Sort of overcast conditions here at NCC. And this is the batting card of Bloomfield. It's a sorry looking batting card so far. Hasida got off to a good start. But apart from that, no one was able to get into double figures. And we have some spin from the other end. For the first time, the young sensation Wanuja Sahan has introduced by Pavanta Veerasinghe.
Wanuja Sahan, player of the tournament. Recently concluded SLC tournament. Picking up wickets, scoring runs. Bringing out so much value for Ace Capital. Quicker delivery to start things off. Janit Lianage, he looks very comfortable. Proven customer, handling crisis situation really nicely. That's flicked away. in the gap. Oh, that one went all the way. Very nonchalant looking shot. He hardly tried to hit it hard, but look at that for timing. I was looking midway through, but that one went over the fielder's head. Quicker delivery, that's the reason why.
It was into the pads. It was there to hit. Janit Lianage loves when there's something into his pads. Manu Chisan, on the other hand, bowled it too fast. Again, this time it was too short, too wide as well. Umpire signaled it as another extra run.
For you to be able to handle crisis situation, you need to be very good against spin bowlers. Inside edge, right through the legs of the wicketkeeper. Only be a single, no big damage. So already a very good over with that extra. Wide, a single, 6, 8 runs. Few more deliveries to come. Wanju Sahan, genuine all-rounder who could bat, excellent in the field, one of the best.
Sam, much better delivery from Wanju Sahan. And talking about Wanju Sahan, had a really good LPL as well. Played for Colombo. Had a really good solid season. A young session in my eyes. This time made some room for himself and collected another single for the skipper Ravindu Fernando.
Even for the second match, apart from few footmarks and few loose areas near that, pitch remains the same. Very good one. You can say that by looking at the way Janit Lianage is batted so far. Covers the line really nicely. Gets another single. 57 for 4 after 7.
And this is the bowling card of AS Capital. Started with Ranchita and Nishita. Nishita was brilliant so far. Got 2 early wickets. Traveen, it was a little bit expensive. And Nimsara bowled a good solid over. And he's back. Nimsara is back with the ball. From the swimming pool end, already got a wicket, bowling short deliveries. Janit Lianage, on the other hand, 19 of 13 deliveries.
Oh, that's stand and deliver. My goodness. If you can hit sixers like that, certainly wouldn't mind watching that again. It's hardly any effort.
During the last match, we saw someone breaking a car. Janit Lianage about to do the same thing. Picked up very nicely, picked up early, and onto the roof. Brilliant batting from Janit Lianage. He's a clever operator. You can't bowl it there for someone like Janit Lianage. Anything in his arc, he would definitely go for it.
That's, proper batsmanship. Good against spin bowlers. He enjoys the pace. Whether it's shorter or fuller on a good length, he automatically handles. So good to watch, isn't it? Right on top of the roof. Went a long, long way.
This time full toss. Backed it through the gap of extra cover. Another single for Janit Lianage. Talking about that last delivery, he picked up so quickly, Dhammika.
If someone got very subtle wrist, steely wrist, using it to good effect. And it's about utilizing the opportunities that are coming your way. And Janit Lianage explained how to bat on a surface like that. Ravindu, very highly regarded all-rounder. He's improved his batting tremendously. He's predominantly in the side for his bowling, but now categorized as a genuine all-rounder.
Talking about Ravindu Fernando, recently got able to represent Sri Lankan 8 side during that India A tour. Had a decent tournament as well and went on to represent the LPL as well. Janit Lianage on strike. It was too full again. Just another single for Janit Lianage.
That one came out of the inner part of the bat. No real power down the ground. Janit Lianage picks up a single. He certainly wouldn't mind. Even after losing as many as 4 wickets, they are still maintaining a very good run rate. 8.61. You certainly wouldn't mind. The only question, they've lost 4 of their top order batters. So that'll be the only issue they are facing right now.
Ravindu Fernando on strike. Guided it. Straight to the fielder at point.
No fielders down in the deep. He was eyeing that gap, looking to get that one in between short third and backward point, but unfortunately straight to the hand of the fielder. Very good over. 9 runs with the delivery to come. Another boundary will make it even bigger one. 66 for 4. And Ravindu, 6 deliveries. He's taken his time. Made a little bit of room. He finds a fielder. I thought Ace Capital, they've been very efficient in the field. No mistakes so far. 9 runs off the 8. 66 for 4.
Talking about the AS Capital side, they don't have big names as compared to Bloomfield, but they have some young sensations in their side, likes of Chamika Hinatigala, Vanuju Sahan, Pavanta Veerasinghe. They have some good names in the side. Young blood is what all about these domestic leagues are. And Vanuju Sahan to continue from the SLC end. It was expensive last over from Vanuju Sahan. Considered 10 runs. Janit Lianage, 27 of 16 deliveries. This time pitch is short again, straight to the field at point. He's bowling to his field. If you look at the field right now, there's a short third man and a short point as well.
It's about picking your spot right. Well played. He does that so elegantly, so easily. True batsmanship. Of course, playing for national team, number of years now and plenty of experience does help. It's about Ravindu replicating Janit. Just as I say, how about that? Go fetch that one, says Ravindu Fernando over. Squalec region for a huge 6.
That's the Ravindu Fernando that we know. Down on one leg and played it over mid-wicket. A huge 6 for Ravindu Fernando. He loves to take on bowlers. It's not always easier going against the spin, especially someone like Vanuju Sahan carrying a lot of experience in this format. This time it was too full. Didn't make a proper bat onto that.
He tried to blast that one through the offside, didn't he? Inner part of the bat straight to the bowler, Vanuja. This is good. Not chewing up too many deliveries. Dot balls, game killer. Taking out your chances of doing well. You feel good about yourself when you're picking up singles because you know for a fact you are not wasting time and important deliveries. That's nice. It's in the gap. And it goes all the way for 4. Makes it a fantastic over, 12 runs off.
A brilliant over. That was too full again from Vanuju Sahan. And Janit Lianage whacked it through the gap of offside. What I love about this pair is, Dhammika, they are not just hitting boundary, they are rotating the strike well as well. That's what all about these two pairs been doing at the moment. A good solid partnership. 33 of just 22 deliveries. They lost 4 early wickets. They know what exactly they need to do. A brilliant batting display from both batters out there.
Now, Wandager got hit for a couple of boundaries during the previous over, this over as well. I'm starting to notice he's been utilizing the quicker delivery, seam-up delivery on each occasion, which makes it even more easier. Ball comes on to bat really nicely on this surface. And this man, Ravindu or Janit, not in a mood to missing out.
Young Charmika Hinadikala introduced into the attack. Straight away, single for Ravindu Fernando. Talking about young Charmika Hinadikala, still 19 years of age. Coming from Mahanama College, Colombo. Played for Sri Lanka under 19s as well. A promising young talent.
Down the leg side, must have brushed the pads on the way, otherwise would have been a wide easily. Charmika, you mentioned, very talented of course. Quicker delivery. They've been coming up with quicker deliveries on way too many occasions. There you go. Immediately after tossing it up, you get extra bit of purchase, and batter is a little apprehensive to go through with the shot, which makes it a little tougher. Hinadikala played for Sri Lanka under 19s, although during the Asia Cup did so well. His knock against Afghanistan, if I'm not mistaken, won Sri Lanka the game and taken them to semi-finals. That's nice. Sri Lanka in fact went on to the final. So correction there. Ace Capital, they certainly wouldn't mind. This is excellent. 4 deliveries, just 2 runs.
Charmika Hinadikala. Look at that. Ravindu Fernando was moving to his right, and Charmika Hinadikala was very watchful in that moment. This is what I love about young Charmika Hinadikala. He's very aware of what he's doing.
He goes big and coming towards us. And fielder right at the edge of the boundary. I thought he struck well enough, but so much of height instead of distance. Charmika Hinadikala brought into the attack with an intention of, unsettling the batters, checking their concentration, broke the concentration, got an important wicket. Skipper Fernando is back in the hut.
Look at that, down on one knee again. Ravindu Fernando loves to go against the spin, and a brilliant catch well-judged catch from Traveen Matthew. Look at that. Well judged and had the presence of mind to get back to the ball. That's excellent work from Traveen Matthew at the mid-wicket. And that's the short. That's the end of Ravindu Fernando's innings. 11 of 13 deliveries. And he's taking the long walk back to the pavilion.
So troubles continues. Just when things looking up, Bloomfield found a way to dig deep. Good partnership is in progress, but unfortunately, Skipper went for a big heave, got height instead of distance, unfortunately. Struck well enough, I thought that was heading towards our direction. And they had Shanika Deshapriya. Huge responsibility now. Number of overs remaining, and they have only 5 wickets. Off the mark, makes it a fantastic over for Charmika Hinadikala. Comes into the attack, given away just 3 runs. He picked up a wicket, midway mark, 81 for 5, Bloomfield, torrid times.
And that's how Ravindu Fernando lost his wicket. Down on one knee and tried to go over mid-wicket and found the fielder at mid-wicket. At the same time, we have a small change in the com box. Our very own Gamini Pera is back with us. Welcome back, Gamini.
Yeah, what a time to come to the com box. It's all happening. Oh, nicely helped. This is a very quick outfield here at NCC. Yeah, a bit of width on offer. These are the shots that my previous stint I was talking about. If you want to be a very successful T20 player, pace and width. We saw some of these top order batters from Bloomfield going with hard hands and paying the price. Surprisingly, Travin is an economical bowler when it comes to white ball format, whether it's T20 or 50 overs. But he's been 15 of 8 deliveries so far. That's very unusual for him. Now let's have a look at this catch, Rubin. It was up in the air for a very long time. Oh, I'll tell you what, the law says that you have to take the catch inside the boundary line, and then you can go one step outside, and then you have to come back in. But he had his foot outside before the ball came to him. But take nothing away from the umpires. They don't have the technology, so they basically trust the honesty of the fielder.
Yeah, that's a good point that you made, Gamini. Unfortunate from Ravindu Fernando's point of view. But that's how it is when you're playing a domestic game like this. You have to respect umpire's decision. It's another single for the right-hander.
Yeah, more actually, whether it's not the umpire's decision as much, it's the umpire trusting the player's honesty. Because he's like, 60 yards away from it. Now, gone down straight. 1, 2. He packs a punch, Janis Lianage. And his bat sounds so sweet, doesn't it? Got a very good piece of willow.
Yes, obviously Janis Lianage. It was too full in the slot for Janis Lianage and played it over. Umpire said 2 bouncers into the rope. Especially when you are bowling with that pace as a spinner. You can't bowl it too full, Mr. Gamini.
Yeah, on the surface, yes. Because it's offering a bit of speed. Janet Lianage, 38 of 23. Now he's been considered as the mainstay of this inning, so Bloomfield will rely heavily on Janet Lianage to make a formidable total here. Slowed it through the air, Chamika Hinatigala.
What impressed me the most about Chamika Hinatigala is all about his variations. He uses the crease well. He varies his pace. This time again, a little bit quick through the air this time. As a youngster, still 19 years of age. But I have played a lot of cricket, a lot of domestic cricket, a lot of school cricket, carrying that experience to the higher stage. A product of Mahalama College, Colombo.
He's been in the domestic scene, not only the schools, I think club-wise as well. He was part of BRC for a good couple of years now. This year, made the switch to Ace Capital. Sun has disappeared, Rubin. Let's hope that we'll get a full game of cricket. Very nicely done. Saved at least a couple of runs. Diving effort onto his left.
That's Pawanta Veerasinghe for you. It was too full. A brilliant piece of fielding from the captain Pawanta Veerasinghe. That's a type of commitment that you need from your fielders. Normally Pawanta Veerasinghe also rolls his arm, but not today. Trusting his bowlers. I'm talking about the atmosphere here at NCC. It's very cloudy. Overcast conditions. Again, slow through the air. Guided it nicely towards mid-wicket region. Another single for the right-hander. Janit Lianage on strike. Look at that Gamini. He's adjusting the length really well, especially Chamika Hinatigala. He's not letting the batter to settle in. Changing his line and length, changing his pace.
Yeah, I think Janis Lianage was looking to back away from the line and look to penetrate that offside field. Chamika followed him. Didn't give the width he wanted. conventional sweep shot. Good over nonetheless for Charmika and Ace Capital. Just 5 off. 12 completed, 97 for 5.
This is the bowling card of Ace Capital. Started with Rajinta and Nishita. Praveen, he was a little bit expensive today. And Nimsara bowled 2 overs. And also Charmika and Vanujasan also bowled 2 overs. And again, Vanujasan back into the attack. Vanujasan coming from the SSCN. It was a bit expensive today. Another quick single. Made it easily. 2 left-armers bowling from both ends. From the other end, it was Charmiki Natigala. From the SSCN, it's Vanujasan. Janeth Lenage on strike. He's on 40. Time it was into his pads, asking for trouble.
There's another left armer who's pretty quick through the Vanujasahan. Again, the idea was to go downtown straight over the bowler's head. That single will bring Bloomfield to 3-figure mark, 100 for 5. We are halfway through the 13th.
A good recovery from Bloomfield after losing 4 quick wickets. Coming down the track. Another single for the right-hander. Good batting, to be honest. And Gamini, we can see Sun is out there again. A little bit of colours for us again.
Yeah, always a good sign. Back foot works behind. Call for the second. Comfortably taken. Wonderfully placed. It just shows that T20 is not about power hitting all the time. Just using the crease, use the angle. Sometimes the batters make the mistake of going too hard at it, missing out a lot of space and the runs. 68-yard boundary, and if you weigh your shot into the gap every single time, you're going to get 2 runs. This time, full-blooded cover or straight drive to long off. So 4 singles and a 2, 7. So 7 ball over. This will be crucial. This extra ball.
Another quick single, trying for the second run. No, they're happy with the single, and that's the end of the 13th over. Bloomfield 105 for 5. Charmika Hinadigala to continue from the swimming pool end. It's been brilliant so far, very economical. Took a wicket off Ravindu Fernando. Shanika on strike. Swept hard. Straight to the field at Squalig. Another single added to Bloomfield's account. Kamini, what do you reckon on this pitch? We had a match few hours ago as well.
You mean to see how many is enough?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, 180 was enough, wasn't it, that last game? There are not a lot of changes as far as the surface is concerned. Maybe just a touch slower than the morning session. Still, oh, that's nicely bowled. Saw the batter coming towards him. Extra pressure on that index finger. Had to make the adjustment. Shanika going at run a ball this stage. Eyeing that leg side field. This is the shorter side. That's what you call tactically perfect bowling in a T20 format. This was a lot quicker. Hinatigala, he's got a good head on his shoulders, this young lad. I've known him for a while now.
Really good bowling from Charming Hinatigala, mixing up his pace. Still 19 years of age, but playing like a matured cricketer. Actually, he has played a lot of cricket. Played for BRC a couple of seasons ago. This time it was lawful toss. But again, straight to the fielder. Not timed that to the perfection. And that's the end of 14th over. Bloomfield 109 for 5. And we have a small change from the SSC end. We are about to see some pace bowling.
Here, Janith Lianage. He loves these surfaces that where the ball is coming onto the bat. Uses the speed very well. We saw one going over the roof, didn't we, in that first power play? He just drop kicked it on the onside. It's not all about hitting down the ground. Lianage knows where the fielders are. There's 3 inside the ring behind the wicket. Then there is a long off, long on, deep mid and a deep square leg, along with a deep point. Is it a... Oh, that has gone quicker than it came. Over the side screen. Go fetch that.
That's a 50 up for Janith Lianage. 52 of 31 deliveries. It was into his yak. Brilliant batting from Janith Lianage. 4 fours, 3 sixes. Look at that strike rate. 167.74. Look at that again. It was in his arc. Just went after it. Went over the long gone fielder. Brilliant batting from Janith Lianage. Again, smashed it straight to the fielder. Just another single. This is good batting. This is brilliant batting. Rotating the strike well. Hitting the bad balls away. They recovered well actually, Gamini, from losing quick 4 wickets.
Yeah, Janith Lianage. His contribution will be crucial. These are good batting conditions, like I said. Anything below 160, I'll say advantage is capital. So they need to get around that 170, 180 mark. Even with a couple of big overs, you're still in the game. Just a tick under 6 overs to come. Shanika. Appeal for LBW. That'll be 4 leg byes, wouldn't it? Umpire Deepal says that's off the leg. Moved across the stumps. Yep. The angle's going down the leg side.
Bloomfield 1-2-0 for 5. Look at that projected score. Anything above 170 will definitely make them happy. Shanika on strike. Short pitch delivery. Good fielding out there and coming back for the second run. A little bit of a fumble out there. And batters Cross the lines again. 2 runs from the delivery.
Yeah, this is the kind of over that Bloomfield were looking for. 13 off. It doesn't matter whether it comes off the bat or not. It's the runs that matters. With 2 deliveries to come. Similar delivery, similar kind of shot. But the mid-wicket has been moved a lot straighter. So keeps it down to 1.
1 more delivery to go in this over. A very expensive over from Isita. 6, 4 legs buys, couple of singles and 2 runs. $14 so far from this over. 1 more delivery to go. This time went above the batter's head. Umpires are fine with that. And that's the end of 15th over. Bloomfield 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hasita looked good for his 28. Then there were 3 quick wickets. At what point in time, Bloomfield was hanging the balance, but then came Janit Lianage. This has been a terrific hand, 53. Somehow resurrected the innings, moves across. Very well done. Covered the ground very quickly, a deep square leg. Yeah, 5 overs to come, or 1 ball less, obviously. Dhammika joins me. 10 runs per over will get them to 175. That's a minimum, I reckon. In the gap.
Fielder done brilliantly. That was heading towards the boundary at a hectic pace. Every run saved matters. Just as you mentioned, 10 and over, but they are expecting minimum. Very well done. Got the hands in the right place, keeping it down for just 2 runs. I mean, looking at the way Janit batters, so comfortable, but rest of the batters, it's just a matter of batting around him. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Ravidu Fernando was looking good for a while. Had he stayed for a long period, I mean, things would have been even better. Down the ground, didn't struck all that well. Still gets a boundary. Bottom part of the bat didn't sound well, but he still picks up a boundary. That's what matters.
Wasn't convincing by any means. Had enough bat on it, but it was in the gap. The most important thing was the placement. Yeah, this outfield, actually no mercy on the chaser. Very quick. Similar effort, but this time on the offside. It has come to a stage where you can't just rely on Janit Lianage. I think Sanik has realized that. So he's moving around the crease, trying to give something for the bowler to think. Now this is a very handy over. 9 off. It remains 9. 16 completed, 132 for 5.
.181 proven enough during the first game in the morning. Will it be enough? They got fair distance to go. They get there. I'm thinking there will be a good fight. Monuju went for 10 and over. Taken the stick. Bowling too many quick deliveries. He looks very comfortable. gets a single, moves to the other end. Good to see young Shanika batters really well, 25 of 23, keeping Janit Lienege a company, which is important because they've been losing too many wickets, 5 for 132.
Yeah, when Janit gets to the strikers, and there's a slight feel because he loves to release his hands through the line, so deep point moves to deep extra cover. Long off, long on, deep mid wicket and a deep square leg. Either Vanu Jasahan need to be near the block hole. Just short of the fielder. Just the bottom man coming off the shot a little, which prevented him from timing that. Yeah, they'll be very happy giving just a one to Janit Lienege because he's the dangerous man at this moment.
Didn't struck all that well, only a single. Vanuja certainly wouldn't mind. That was too close to the body. He was trying to move away from the delivery and trying to make a little bit of room outside the off stump. It's important. At this stage, you just cannot waste any time. 8.12, 160, pretty much on. Was in the air for a fair distance, but in the gap.
So far, it's been good for Ace Capital, this over from Vanuja. His immediate task is to get Janit Lienege off strike in this ball with a single. That's in. Oh, well. That's how costly that will be. Full toss, didn't have the elevation, hit powerfully towards long on. My goodness gracious me, didn't he make a meal of it?
Straight in, straight out. Rank full toss. Janit Lienege, eyes lit up, went flat, straight to the hands of the fielder at long on region. This level, you must take them. Improvisation. It was missing for a while. Everybody trying to hit it too hard. And this young man decides to go for a cheeky little paddle. Very effective.
Vanu Jasahan will be a very angry man. He could have had a new batter to bowl at the last delivery. And up until that point, it was a very good over. Normally, Vanu Jasahan has been trusted to bowl his 4 overs. His average during the year is around run a ball, but today he's copped a bit of stick, hasn't he? Just the 5 dot balls. That's it. That's his area, the dot balls that he creates for 38. So Charmika 1, Nimsara 1, and Isita. He came with a barrage of short balls at the start. It was effective. Easily could have had 3-4 wickets, really. Trevin Matthews is another that they trust to bowl 4 overs. Normally around that runner ball mark. He's gone for a few. It's very steaming conditions here, so the umpires allow the batters and the fielders to have a drink every now and then. That's a batting card, Dhammika. There are 3 significant scores. There's 28 or 15 for Hasit. Janit could have been easily back in the pavilion in that last over. And obviously Shanika is going just above a runner ball, 30 off 26.
What was that about? Way outside the off stump. There's absolutely no way Janit Lienege could have reached that one. He lets it go wide. So he's the danger man, saving grace for Bloomfield Cricket and Athletic Club. Another one. Exactly the same spot. He looks disappointed. Quite clearly a wide.
Yeah, there are very fine margins in this game. Janit Lienege will be looking to exploit that onside, so that's why he's staying away from the stumps. One more. Yeah. Just about 2 stumps on the line where he wants really. Although Janit Lineage is showing you off stump and middle stump, I think anything in the slot, he'll be going towards mid wicket and long on. There you are. Moment you bowl straight, it disappeared. Oh, he's been caught. For a moment, I thought that's going to go over the roof. Sounded pretty well, didn't it? Off the bat.
Short aside of the boundary, we thought he struck well enough, but straight to the fielder. This is the second occasion we thought batter got enough to clear the boundary. I thought on second occasion, Isitha Vijayasundara does a fantastic job. Right at the edge of the boundary.
Yeah, he changed his angle, didn't he? Trevin Matthews came round the wicket. Yeah, it's a massive relief. Massive relief for Ace Capital and massive relief for the guy who dropped that catch previous over. So this could be the difference between 180 and 160. 58 of 39, Janit Lineage. Suddenly, Ace Capital have an opportunity to restrict this total to a decent one. 143 for 6.
I went on to mention 181 was effective, but right now Ace Capital given themselves a very good opportunity of keeping them under 180. So that will be a total they will fancy chasing down later on. Tarinder Nirmal. Nice shot. Gets a single quite comfortably. Trevin Matthews, he certainly wouldn't mind that. Trevin's tactic is to get it away from the arc of Janit Lineage. 3 wide, one after the other. The only delivery, we for a moment thought he struck well enough, probably came out of the inner part of the bat. That's maybe the reason why he didn't get enough power. That sounded nice. It's in the gap, flat hit. I thought fielder showcased his commitment, but he was touching the ropes by the time he pulling that one in.
Charmika Hinatikala is at deep mid wicket. He tried his level best, didn't he? Covering a lot of ground. Yeah, just. Oh, that's a poor delivery. Pace on. We've seen Shanika's strong area, which is the onside. That's just been his go-to shot, moving across the stumps. Yeah, like I mentioned before, Trevin Matthews and Manu Jasahan, two bowlers that they rely a lot on containing batters. There you are. Not the happiest captains. Last wicket. Yeah, the bear has some margins. He's nearly touching the line there, but he wasn't. Six all the way. Moving to the off, moving to the on. Bowler is looking to follow the batter. This is what you call a nice helping shot. You don't have to go mid off, mid on all the time. After the dismissal of Janit Lineage, Ace Capital would have thought, okay, we've some sort of relief, but then 2 4s and a 6. Round the wicket. Shanika keeps strike. Matthews. That is something that you don't see every day. He's gone for 40 off his 3 overs. 159 for 6. Last 30 balls. 4 4s, 2 6s. and Janit Lienege's wicket. So 52 runs.
Even after losing 6 wickets, they've still given themselves a very good opportunity of reaching 180, which will be a very competitive one. We've already mentioned that. Last 30 deliveries, very productive, 52 runs, 2 huge sixes and 4 boundaries. They're going to need more. 2 out in the middle. Got absolutely no options remaining. They have only 4 wickets in hand. Here comes the chief destroyer, Isitha Vijayasundara. That's cheeky, that's effective, that's a boundary.
He's playing to his strength and executing it well. He knows that long off, long on is a big ask for him. Those are good hands. These days, they practice these shots on numerous occasions during the week. You train as you play. So obviously, Deshapri is 1 run away from his half century. And gets it very comfortably. Comes back for the second. A very poor throw from Vijayasundara. That's a very good innings. Very good hand. He took his time. He dug deep. But that has obviously helped his cause, because now it's flurry of boundaries to finish the innings.
He sneaked through under the red eyes did Shanika Deshapri, initially providing support for Janit Lienege, and gradually built upon the momentum, picked up few boundaries, few cheeky little paddle sweeps, and he's quite capable doing that. Not someone who got a truckload of power, so relying on his touch. A bumper, potent weapon right throughout the day for Isitha Vijayasundara. Proven little expensive in his comeback spell, but earlier on he's done enough damage. But finishing strong also important. What do you reckon, Gamini? 180, definitely on. Close to 9 and over now.
A run a ball will get them to 174, so 1 hit away from 180.
I mean, how about that? Uppercut. He jumped up to reach that one.
He's only about 5 foot 3 inches. That was about, that would have been a wide and a half. Tore the bat, but that's exactly where he wanted.
Got the desired result at the end. Had he left it, would have been a wide, quite literally. But this young man got other ideas. Very good over so far. 10 runs of 2 coming. Not enough power. Eventually helps him. Reaching the fielder on the first bounce. Very, very good over under the circumstances. They've already scored 13 runs. Isitha, it's been part of his character, isn't it? Going for a little bit of run. Obviously, someone who got pace, tend to travel off the bat double quick. Few iffy deliveries. Yes, that can happen from a fast bowler. Projected scores 181. Anything around 180 will be a very, very competitive score, that I can tell you. This is the final delivery. Shanika, what a magnificent knock under difficult circumstances. 56 of 35. So he'll add the non-strikers, and so this is Nirmal's responsibility. This should go for a boundary. Nothing more, nothing else. Fuller delivery straight to extra cover fielder, only yielding a single. Still a very good over. 19 gone, 171 for 6. Shanika, under trying circumstances.
Yeah, as you can see, sir, some of these highlights. Early part of his innings, he was relying on sweep shots, slugs, but he was playing around the crease. He wasn't giving a stationary target, but towards the end, there was what you call typical T20 shots, and 56 off 35. Well, you'll take that any day of the week, won't you, in a T20 format. So 171 for 6. Trevin Matthews, who has gone for 40. Normally generally a very economical bowler, no matter whether it's a T20 or a 50 over match. But he's got the left-hander trying to hit towards the onside, which is the long boundary there. Oh, when it's not your day, it's not your day.
Not too far away from the stumps, but Nirmal will pick that boundary gratefully. Much needed one. Now they are getting close to that par score, 180. How it comes doesn't really matter. Trevin, very expensive, uncharacteristic, just as Carmini mentioned. That's down the leg side, another wide. We haven't seen him under pressure often enough, but today certainly he is. He did manage to get away with that. That was there to be hit. Only a single fielder behind the leg side. Although lucky escape for Trevin Matthews. Already conceded 7 runs off that over. Still 4 more deliveries remaining. Probably for the first time during this tournament, Bloomfield got off to a very competitive score. Remain to be seen, of course. That's nice. It's in the gap. Not going to go all the way. It does eventually. I thought the fielder did a good job. For a moment, thought he didn't manage to pull that one. He did a good job.
I think Ace Capital, even though they have only 3 deliveries, they'll have to be tactically smart here. You can pretty much see where Shanika is eyeing. Behind the wicket. So your short third and fine leg needs to be finer. And now that's a top edge. Yeah, every delivery is very important, even at late stage of the innings. You got to understand what the batsman is trying to do and set your field accordingly. Obviously now, in this case, you got Nirmal who's eyeing that deep bit, we got long on area.
That struck really well. It was needed. He was eyeing that area for a while. Beautifully picked up. Straight back past the bowler for 6. A superb shot.
2 batters were very similar in height, but different approaches. Slower. So that's the last act as far as the batting is concerned. Leg by. So 187 for 6. Bloomfield will be very happy because the last 10 overs, they really cashed in, didn't they? There were some lusty blows, particularly. I reckon in the last 10 overs they scored over 100 runs. They were only about 80, so 120 runs. So 106 runs off the last 10 overs, which is pretty good going. Momentum is with Bloomfield, and those are the 2 batters who finished the innings nicely.
And we were granted our wish. We expected something around 180 for this game to be a competitive one. Young Shanika Deshapriya played for Thurston. Did outstandingly well. He was initially providing the much-needed support for Janit Lienage. Here's how the batting looked like for Bloomfield Cricket and Athletic Club. Hasitha was looking good for a while, 28 of 15. Janit was looking good for an even bigger one, 58 of 39. He was given a second life. And Shanika, outstanding knock under pressure, much needed one, 59 of 37 deliveries. With the aid of 12 extras, they managed to get a very competitive total on the board. This should be a very, very interesting chase as we are looking at the bowling.
Yeah, Rachinta 2 overs 24, but Ishita was very good with the new ball, particularly. Why Ace Capital has won 3 out of 3 is because the bowlers like Travin Matthews and Manuja Sahan and Chamika Hinatigala. Hinatigala was very economical, 1 for 21. But Travin and Manuja, they've conceded 92 runs between 8 overs. So that's a telling factor. Normally they rely a lot on those two. 187 for 6. They were 3 for 41, 4 for 45, and then there was a little partnership. But the last one, the one that got through. Now let's see some of these highlights. Bowling highlights early. There you are. Is it Vijay Sundara picking up the first wicket? That was the second. Very similar delivery, missed time, full shot. And then came Janit Lianage. He was hitting to all parts up until there's a total miss-up. That was the fourth. What about that for a shot? This went a long way. Shanis Lianage was caught on the boundary line. And this typical T20 shots from Shanika finished the innings off nicely.
It's a very competitive score, 187 of 20 overs. Few cheeky blows by Shanikya. That one, he jumped up few feet up in the air to reach. They've done well enough. Will it be enough? That's the question. We'll find answers. Exciting chase coming your way. Here's the equation. 188, 120 deliveries. Unbeaten Ace Capital searching their fourth win. We'll take a break, come back with live action in a moment. Welcome back to NCC Grounds Colombo 7. Very intriguing chase is on the cards. Capital, they batted well. Bloomfield, they batted well, put up a very decent score, 180 plus. Right from the beginning, we mentioned anything over 180 will be very, very competitive. 188, I'm thinking Ace Capital will have to bat so well. Obviously, track slows down during the second. They say this is the second game played on the same surface during the day. And just to remind you, they have a very strong batting lineup, bowling lineup. Janit Lienage start of the proceeding for Bloomfield. They have the likes of Eshan Malinga and Ravindu Fernando. Those three will be the key. If they perform well, they will probably relish their chances of winning the first game of this tournament. It's been a torrid one. They made fair share of mistakes, losing 3 out of 3. Tanuja and Kaushika, the two openers. Janit Lienage. It's time to use all his experience. Bit of a stutter. Missed the run up. And start always so crucial. We saw during the first game, they've not utilized the power play well enough. Not enough runs during the first 6. And I'm thinking Ace Capital would be mindful of that. Immediately made solid connection. There is protection. Precise field setting. A fumble, not allowing the second. Ruin Silva joins alongside me once again. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dhammika. Good afternoon, all the viewers out there. Bloomfield posted a brilliant total. Scored 187 runs. The two openers in the middle, Kaushik Kumar Singh, the right-hander. Pitch is shot. Up in there. Eshan Malinga. So just in front of Eshan Malinga. Was almost carried. Let's take another look at it. Was almost there.
When Bloomfield was batting, we saw batters finding it little tough to handle the short pitch delivery. Ball comes on to, the batsman really quickly. That's a nice piece of bowling. Not too much of pace. 110, 115 kph maximum. Tanuju Rajapaksa, another youngster who played for Thurston College, Colombo, and done outstandingly well. Known as a batter who can be aggressive, known as a batter who likes to go after the bowling. That's why he is entrusted with the duties of opening the batting for Ace Capital. Going for a big heave, no is the call. He had absolutely no intention of moving an inch. Would have been Kearns had the non-striker went for a single.
Look at that, it was too short. It was there to hit, but didn't time that properly. The right-hander, Kaushika. I beg your pardon, it was Tanuja. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. This time nicely guided it down to a third man region and 4 runs for the right-hander. 4 welcome runs for Ace Capitals.
That was definitely not the way he was looking for a boundary. But this goes to tell you deft touches matters. Really neatly open the face of the blade right through the inner field. So just like that, gets a boundary, get things moving. It's all about momentum. That's very close. Loud shot by the wicketkeeper. No, says umpire Shamaradi. Soisa completes very decent over, just 6 runs off.
Was close to the outside edge. A good decent over from Janit Lienage. And that's the end of first over. Ace Capital, none for 6.
When you're chasing a target of 180 plus, you need to be proactive. You don't leave it till the end. It's about top order batters making the most out of first power play. I'm thinking close to 60 runs at least, because as you enter 12th, 15th over, one good over could easily change the complexion of the game. So they will be mindful of that. Unbeaten team, momentum so crucial in this format.
New bowler coming from the SSC end. A brilliant start, Dulat Samudita. Brilliant start. Recently played the Sri Lanka A series versus India A series. Had a good series as well, Dhammika.
Yeah, during the final, just about every bowler taken a stick from Vaibhav Suryavanshi, but overall, Dulat Samudita I thought did really well. Highly rated bowler, got a little bit of gas. Now he's been improving his accuracy, variations. This is the time to make an impression. Their chances of going into second round obviously pretty slim. Out of half of the bat, in the gap, fielding the deep. Did well.
A slight fumble from Janit Lenage. Allowed the batter to get 2 runs. It was a bit uppish as well, but got 2 runs. Here's the replay. Was a little bit full. Not much of foot movement there. A slight fumble from Janit Lenage. Generally a really good fielder. Ace Capital none for 9. This time, whacked it. 4 runs. Welcome runs for Tanuja. This is brilliant batting.
Stand and deliver. Right out of the meat of the bat. Didn't try to hit it too hard, not needed. Enough pace. That's the way to do it. When you try to hit it too hard, you often lose the shape. But when you're playing like that, it's so good to watch. Another boundary.
Yeah, brilliant start to the over. Already 7 runs coming off the first 3 deliveries. Tanuja off to a flyer. Level off just 7 deliveries. This time another deft touch. Nicely guided to a third man region. Rotating the strike really well.
And for those who are just joining in, this is the game between Ace Capital and Bloomfield. Bloomfield won the toss, decided to bat first, 187. Ace Capital doing the chase. This live coverage available to you on Sri Lanka Cricket official YouTube channel, on Papare, on Pure Sport, and on talenttv.lk. Going for a wild heave, fielder settled underneath it and takes a very good catch. Catching in general from both the teams, very good so far. Careless, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a soft dismal, brilliant catch from Asita Vandinayak, backpedaling a bit. Finally, comfortably takes it. He looks good, looks promising, but went for a heave and found the fielder. This is the replay, let's take a look at it. Was up in there for a long time. A brilliant catch from Asita Vandinayak, backpedaling to his left. And a brilliant catch to dismiss Kaushika Kumar Singh. He goes for 2 of 3 deliveries. That's the first wicket down for Ace Capitals. Now in comes the experienced Pavanta Veerasinghe, the skipper of Ace Capital team.
And to let you know, all this live coverage available to worldwide audience except Sri Lanka and India through Sporty.lk. So we are going around the world. Pavanta Veerasinghe, skipper, you met him. The energy levels outstanding. You know, winning is a habit. 3 out of 3. They will obviously relish their opportunity of winning the fourth. We saw how well Tamil Union did early in the morning. Momentum, so crucial.
Going for a big heave again. Pawanta Veerasinghe facing his first delivery. And that's the end of the second over. Ace Capital 14 for 1.
Previous dismissal. Now, instead of middling it, he sliced it. Gained only the height. I thought fielder did brilliantly well.
Janit Lena going to continue from the other end. Two batters in Tanuja and Pawanta Veerasinghe. Again, nicely guided it straight to the fielder. Comfortably made it a single for the right-hander. Talking about Pawanta Veerasinghe, a product of Mahanama College, Colombo, former captain of Mahanama First 11 side, and went on to play the Sri Lanka A side as well recently against India A.
I mean, they've been doing outstandingly well, isn't it? Pawan Ratnayaka, Sonal Dinusha, Pawanta Veerasinghe, Inuka Karannagoda. You saw Chamika Heenatigala, plenty of them. They've been doing outstandingly well just about a decade now. Kudos to Mahanama Cricket Management. Tanuja, meanwhile, on 13, stranded.
It feels proud as a Mahanamian for me as well. Being a Mahanamian.
I got to know that now, huh? Okay. That's the reason why. That's the reason why.
When talking about Mahanama College cricket, as we talk, we can't forget the names like Callum Gongadavilla and Sonal Dulshan, the coaches behind these big names. They have produced some amazing cricketers for the country, such as Sonal Dinusha, Pawan Ratnayaka, and other names.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, expecting more to come. Was away from the batter. He's reaching for it, basically. Chasing after it. Got enough bat, another boundary. Had he left it, would have been a wide, but not missing out on the opportunity. Over the wicketkeeper's head, another boundary. Well done.
Good start to Tanuja. 17 of 10 deliveries. He's having a really good start to his innings. Playing shots all around the park. Janit Lianage bowling his second over. They need a good partnership from here onwards. They're chasing a big total. So they need a good, solid partnership from here onwards. This time again, played it uppishly, but through the gap. Good fielding out there from Ravindu Fernando, the skipper. And Tanuja got 2 runs.
As you mentioned, Bloomfield is a side set such high standard when it comes to their cricketing prowess. I mean, fielder gone down awkwardly but still got up immediately, sends in a good return. So important, your commitment. Plenty of young players, so you're obviously expecting them to be good in the field. That one, perhaps try to hit it too hard, Tanuja Rajapaksha. That's his characteristic. Someone who like to get after the bowling. When it's there, he more or less try to go after. Very good over under the circumstances. Plenty of runs, of course. 9 to be precise. That's the way to go.
We still didn't see likes of Eshan Malinga so far. He's about to bowl. A brilliant match-winning player for Sri Lanka. And even during the IPL, had a really good IPL season for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Last delivery coming up. Janit Lianage. Pawanta Veerasinghe on strike. Played it through the gap of offside. Brilliant batting from Pawanta Veerasinghe. Bicepped in the gap between cover and extra cover. Got 4 runs for himself.
Excellent placement. Spat it, he knew where the gaps are. Got it right in between the fielders. Gets another boundary. Keep up the momentum. 3 down, 27 for 1.
This is what Ace Capital needs to get within 102 deliveries. They need 161 runs to win this match. A difficult task, but they got the firepower left with them. This time making some room for himself. Outside edge. One bounce into the rope. They won't mind it at all. Tanuja on fire.
He prefers that region, isn't it? Moment ago, picked up a boundary towards the same region, right above the wicket keeper. Wasn't short enough, but the same result. Tanuja definitely wouldn't mind playing school cricket, come across as a hard hitter. Very good against spin bowling, very good against fast bowling. Also a wicket keeper, so added value. Moved up to 24, he looks good.
Now he needs to convert this into a big one. Already got a really good start. 24, 13 deliveries again. Make him some room for himself, but straight to the fielder. Right hand, he always love to make some room for himself and try to open up that front leg.
You mentioned about Eshan Malinga. Samudita, definitely one of their key bowlers. Ravindra Fernando, their ace spinner. So they got a very strong bowling lineup. It's just about making the most out of it. And today there are no excuses. They got a very good score on the board, 187. Slower delivery down the leg side, given a wide by umpire Deepal Gunawardena. Slower through the air, but I thought these days umpires generally anything down the leg side considered a wide.
It was a slow delivery as well. Yes, it was the off cutter. Not the right length, right line. Not the right line as well. Dulad Samudita. Again, pitched up. Was there to hit onto his pads.
Take a look at the field set. He was definitely missing out on a boundary scoring opportunity. On his pads, he'll be furious about himself, isn't it? Only a single fielder to beat.
Yes, obviously it was there to hit. He missed out on that one. He'll definitely be disappointed with that. 3 more deliveries to come in this over. Tanuja on 24. Looks promising so far. This time cuts hard into the gap. Another 4 runs for the right-hander. This is absolute carnage from Tanuja.
That's really nice to watch. He stood up on it. Take a look at it. Jumping up. Keeping it down. Well played. Another boundary. Youngster keeping up the momentum for Ace Capital. Right now they are looking good. But I'm starting to think 187, very tricky score. So I have no doubts. This time we are in for a proper conclusion. With a climax.
Yes, exactly. Dhammika. This time pitch is short. But straight to the field at mid-wicket. A soft dismissal. Tanuja looks promising for his 28. Unfortunately got out of that short delivery. Good comeback from the fast bowler Dulad Samudita.
How many batters got out playing pull shot or hook shot today? I lost count. Just maybe. Consistent bounce. Extra bit of bounce. Bending the back. Extracting a little bit of extra bounce. Making things tougher for Tanuja Rajapaksa, who's out for 28 of 16 deliveries. Well batted, but he was looking good for more. So how many times we've been saying this? That's how generally it went about. Now, we now mentioned about proper conclusion, fighting conclusion. Right now, the body language by Bloomfield bowlers as well as fielders, pretty good. And if Eshan Malinga could contribute with all his experience, I'm thinking this could be an intriguing chase. Ranesh Silva, now the right-hander. Plenty of youngsters. That was well played through the gap. He initially thought he found the fielder, but not on that occasion. Excellent piece of timing.
A brilliant start to his innings. Not much of foot movement. Threw his hands at it. Got the gap between two fielders. A brilliant way to start his innings. His capital after 4 overs, 40 for 2.
We'll be looking at the equation. The gap between number of runs and number of deliveries remaining. Right now, it's around 40, which isn't too bad. They've got close to 15 runs during previous over, which is an outstanding one. Here's your wish, Eshan Malinga.
That's what we were all looking for. The Sri Lankan star, Eshan Malinga. A true match winner for Sri Lanka. Especially death over specialist. Here he comes from the swimming pool and pitched it short this time, outside the off. That was fit for Pavanta Veerasinghe.
He's very unassuming, isn't it? When you look at him, you're starting to think, oh, just another medium pace bowler. But he surprised you with pace. Well above 140. At time he touches 145, 147. So that's proper pace. And with his slightly angled bowling action, he gets the ball to skid. Goes aerial, living dangerously. There are no fielders, luckily.
His action is slightly sliggy, Dhammika. Not that usual release from a normal fast bowler. That's what makes him really skiddy as well.
And one reason why his Yorker is so potent, when you have that slingy action, makes it even more productive. That's the advantage Lasith Malinga had. Another Malinga.
Yeah, Eshan Malinga had a brilliant IPL. Got 20 odd wickets in that season. This time, a surprise bouncer from Eshan Malinga.
We've spoken about pace. He was well and truly beaten. Oops. Not too far away from the headgear. Oh, that's an outstanding bumper.
He's faster than you think. He's faster than you see from the screen. You can see it live from here. He's furious. Another good delivery.
You saw that? Immediately, young batsman little apprehensive, standing back in the crease, looking to play on the back foot. That's what good fast bowlers does.
Yes, exactly. He has a lot of variations in his armory. He has a Yorker. He has a brilliant slow ball as well. A good short delivery. He has everything a fast bowler needs in this format of the game. Just one run coming from these 4 deliveries. 2 more deliveries to go. This time a slow delivery and straight to the field at fine leg. That's what we were talking about. That's experience for you. Eshan Malinga at his best.
He lined the batsman up really nicely. Put him on the back foot. Few quick deliveries. He thought probably standing back, he'll get the opportunity of flicking one. Slower delivery, well disguised, well deceived. straight into the hands of the fielder inside 30-yard circle. He makes no mistake. Now the wicket goes down. This is so crucial. We mentioned 180, very intriguing chase.
That's the end of Ranesh Silva's innings. Just 4 runs, a short stay. He'll be really disappointed with that. Young Charmika Heenadigala walks into the middle, replacing Ranesh Silva. Interestingly, Dhammika, again 2 Mahanamis in the middle.
One seated next to me, ecstatic.
1 in the com box, 2 in the middle. An interesting moment. Charmika Heenadigala walks into the middle. A promising young left-hander.
Very talented player who knows how to pace out the innings really well. You know, the caliber of Maila Jayawardena, Kumar Sangakkara, middle order batter, proper middle order batter.
That's high praise.
We saw on few occasions Sri Lanka under-19s were under trouble. He performed well, outstandingly. Gentle push, gets a single, gets off the strike. Eshan Malinga, class bowler, gets a wicket, conceded just a couple of runs. 5 gone, 42 for 3. Here's that dismissal once again. Slower, he thought, opportunity for me to get a boundary. Straight into the fielder's hand. He perishes after 5, 42 for 3.
Center, right arm round.
146 of 90. 56 more than the deliveries remaining, which will be the key. So they're going to need boundaries. It's about picking up boundaries once in a while. You're not going to hit boundaries every delivery. Here's skipper coming into the attack. Should be very interesting. First delivery was a good one. Floated up, angled in towards Charmika Heenadigala. He found absolutely no room to work with. Made a little bit of room outside the off stump. Once again finds a fielder. Very clever operator Ramindu Fernando picked up truckload of wickets during the previous season. He's been part of Sri Lanka A team, representing Sri Lanka A team during India A series. Made a little bit of room. Once again finds a fielder. Gamini joining alongside me once again. Jamini, intriguing chase.
Well, I think in terms of the required run rate, they're around that mark. 8 runs per over. Those 3 wickets. How costly are they? Only the time will tell. Ramindu. Charmika Heenadigala is quite capable of chasing a total. And so is Pavantha. Both left-handers. What they can't afford to do is Dhammika, that they have to just back themselves. They need to trust their skills, and you can't let this run rate climb up something that you cannot reach, even for the batters to come.
At this stage, Ravindu Fernando very hard to get away. 5 deliveries considered just a single. Pressure mounting, already required run rate 10.24. That will go up in no time. Couple of economical overs, it will be around 12. Oh, 1 and over. Right in the block hole, conceded just a single. Outstanding start for his spell. Ravindu Fernando did really well. 6 gone, 43 for 3.
Yeah, apart from Tanuja, 20 of 17. there are some very poor shot selections. Kaushika, Silva. Yeah, these are batting conditions that sometimes you don't need to go hell for leather. You can just use the speed. We all know what Shan Malinga can do. He's been a very competitive bowler with the white ball in hand, hasn't he, over the last few months, and sometimes in the IPL and then the LPL and even for Sri Lanka. He has been a fearless competitor and has been trusted to bowl at the start as well as at the end of the inning. So it's a good weapon to have with the new old ball in hand. Hit and a miss. Yeah, those are the deliveries. Like I said, it's not banging the ball back over the bowler's head. Those kind of deliveries you have to make use of because there was pace, there was width, and there was length.
There was width outside the off stump. It was a scoring opportunity. That extra bit of pace before Charmika comes down on that delivery. Ball past the batsman straight into the wicketkeeper's hand. With every dot ball, pressure mounts. How about that? Absolutely no room to work with. Quick, right on the batsman. All he could do, just push it around.
They've had a very good time in this competition thus far, Ace Capital. 3 out of 3. So today suddenly they've got a bit of a test. Work to be done. A lot of things have gone their way. Oh, once again, very similar delivery. Charmika Hinatigala is missing out on run scoring opportunities. If they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the knockouts, well, you need to come out of situations like this. T20 cricket, all you need is momentum, and 2-3 overs, everything can change.
And there's another thing. Their place in the semi-final not still certain. After this, they got 2 more matches to play, so winning this game is so crucial. An edge. Well taken. Malinga strikes once again. This is exceptionally good fast bowling.
Too close to the body, looking to play square of the wicket. That's an excellent catch. Never easy those ones. Around 140 k's per hour. That wasn't a faint edge. It was a very healthy edge. See the deviation of it. Let's see. Yeah. Oh,
we heard that from up here. Very healthy edge. Malinga strikes. Hinatigala walks back. Right now, Bloomfield right on top. Out for 2, 9 deliveries, 43 for 4. That's young Shanik, isn't it? Very efficient wicket keeper. He's been having a fantastic day. Another experienced campaigner. Still very young, of course, but he's been doing outstandingly well. Expected to do the job with a bat in hand. Wasn't effective with the ball in hand today, surprisingly.
Yeah, Shanika, that's a terrific catch. Obviously, he's feeling good at the moment because runs with the bat in hand. Manuj Sahan, over the last 12 months or so, not only the ball, I think he's made quite a few contributions. He's a very capable batter. This is a good move. I think Janit Lianage at rid of, insisting his skipper, let's get a slip in. You don't see that very often in T20 cricket, but obviously they must be knowing a thing or two about Manuj Sahan. Once again hurried on to him. Nicely played though.
I can tell you right now, Wanderers Shahan definitely wouldn't mind staying off strike. This is brilliant bowling. Take a look at his figures. 1.5. This is the latest scalp. Pace. Bounce too close to the body. Excellent catch. So good to watch. Predominantly another young side. Bloomfield, not too many experienced players.
He's landing it where he wants at the moment. Lasit Malinga, that's a very well disguised slow ball. Two singles and a wicket. 2 for 4 off 2 overs for him. Ace Capital suddenly, if your alarm bells are ringing, 45 for 4.
Now, in addition to scoreboard pressure, 143 required of 78. They're also feeling the pressure, not having enough wickets in hand. 4 already gone. It's time to stitch out a partnership. We saw Bloomfield were in a similar position. They too losing wickets at regular intervals. Just a couple of partnerships lifted the morale. Finally managing to go past 180. That point I went on to mention this is a very competitive score and the bowlers sticking to a task. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. 6 after a while, no half measures, fabulous connection.
Yeah, eyeing that shorter part of the ground. If you get it off the middle, there's no risk involved. That's the shortest part where the players' dressing rooms are. So 6 to start the over for Pavanta. Can he make it a healthy one and get that run rate down to a manageable one? Ravindu is not a big spinner of the ball. Oh. Definitely slowed it down. But that had 4 written all over it.
I was about to say that Garmini down the leg side. Boundary scoring opportunity. Missed. Wide nevertheless. No real room outside the off stump. Little knock on, allowing the single. So makes it a very good over already. 8 runs off with 4 more deliveries to come.
Just a short fine leg on the onside inside the ring. 3 on the boundary line. So you're going to get a single every single time when you get back down to the ball. So 8 and a wide off. Still 3 deliveries to come. Can Pavanta come out with another big hit, another boundary? There is a bit of pressure on the bowler. Always is when you consider 6 off the first ball. Full toss in the gap, at least 1. Oh, that's gone. That shows how quick this outfield is. It was a bit on the slower side, heavier side this morning, but certainly the pace has improved. Wonderfully placed and nicely timed.
Certainly got the power, made the most out of it. Juicy full toss. Got it in the gap. More importantly, not missing out on the opportunity. Already made it a very, very good over. 13 runs off. 2 more deliveries to come. How many more they can get? They were after such over for a long time. Didn't materialize. Reverse swept it and in the gap. I was just mentioning, can they make it even bigger? Biro Singh decides it's time to go over the point region. Gets another boundary.
Nicely executed once again. Skill that you require in T20, modern day T20 format. Just after the third ball, Dhammika, I was mentioning a lot of pressure on the bowler, and it's showing on his face. In his 3 boundaries and 2 singles and a wide. The extra ball, taking the first one hard, comfortably taken. So that's about the over that you bring the momentum back onto your side. 19 off is basically you're taking 1 run off your run rate. 64 for 4.
Wonderful game of T20 cricket in the middle of NCC. Wonderful live coverage coming your way courtesy of Talent TV. Available on Sri Lanka Cricket official YouTube channel, the Papare, Pure Sport, and around the world except Sri Lanka and India through Sporty.lk. Wider coverage, wider spectrum, outstanding cricket. Plenty of international players on display.
Look at that stat, the bottom of your screen. There's nothing in it. 64 for 4, Ace Capital after 8. Bloomfield at that stage, 66. Moves across the stumps. So one more over like that, the last one. Well, they'll have a decent chance of chasing it down. That's the beauty about T20 cricket. You get 1 or 2 good overs, no matter whether you're 3 down or 4 down, suddenly you're in it, and there's a bit of pressure shown on the fielders and the bowlers. It's not the easiest ground to contain runs. Outfield is pretty quick. One side, the clubhouse side, is pretty short. So if you target that side with effect, oh, that's a terrific hit. It was in the slot. There's a huge gap between extra cover and mid-off. I think even if the extra fielder was there, it would have gone over his head.
Skipper Veera Singh decided, I'm not going to leave it till late. If it's there to be hit, I'm going to go for it. He made solid enough connection right out of the meat of the bat, and it's in the gap. More importantly, gets another boundary. Just as you mentioned, all it takes only few good overs to change the complexion of the game right now. Ace Capital pretty much doing it. That's exquisite. Knew where the fielder is. Interesting to see the signal by the umpire. A boundary.
He's very smart batting. Picking his spots and playing the field. Well, they needed a batter to come out and play a very similar innings to what Janit Liyanage did. Pavantha, it just shows the power in that first boundary over extra cover. Bit of bottom hand over fine leg. So good little period this. Suddenly 74 for 4 or 73 for 4. Bowlers are being dispatched to all parts. Oh, that's, for a moment I thought that could be called a no ball. Leg umpire Deepal says no, that was dipping. Pavantha was not very happy. He's pleading to the umpire. He says that was definitely above my waist.
Typical, isn't it? That one clearly dipping. Was a full toss. Good wrist work. Strong wrist. Pavantha Veera Singh on 33. Striking close to, over 200%. That's beautiful. Just played the angle, glanced away, gets a single. Already 11 runs off. They mentioned about few big overs. Just a while ago, required run rate well above 10 and over. Now I'm thinking they must have brought it down 10 and over, which is the ideal way to go about it.
Well, the last 13 balls have yielded 32 runs. That's more than 2 runs per over. Pavanta back on strike. Well, there are a few mistakes starting to creep, simply because the bowlers are under pressure. Right now the batters are having a big say.
Even after 2 good overs, still the required run rate above 10 and over. But all it takes few more such overs to bring it down, more manageable proportions. 8.5. They've got 6 wickets in hand. Pavanta Veerasinghe, he looks very, very good.
Deep third comes into the ring. Mid-off drops back. That's good bowling. Good finish, because pace on wouldn't have been the right option. 3 overs, 2 for 34 for Dulaj. Ace Capital. Well within their reach, this total. 77 for 4.
At the moment, good partnership is in progress. 1-1-1 required of 66 deliveries. Very much gettable. We've seen scoring 100 runs during last 10 overs. Very much a formality. Even during the previous game, we saw the team went on to score close to 110 runs during the last 10 overs. More changes. Nirmal is into the attack. More spin on offer. Tarinder Nirmal, if I'm not mistaken, played for Richmond College. That's nice. Only a single. No harm done.
Yeah, with these two left-handers in the middle, Dhammika, there's a huge risk bowling a spinner from that end, the SSE end. Both these batters are very strong on the onside. Any length ball, they'll trust them to take the fielder on at deep mid-wicket, long on, deep square leg. Was it purposely played? I think he was shaping up to play a big shot, but the ball wasn't there. But had the audacity to play, just open his bottom hand to guide it through slips. Yeah, I reckon that was deliberately played. Good batting that.
Wanted to Sahan's contribution so crucial. That's deft little touch, earning him a couple of runs. 30 plus runs partnership, major contributions, of course, by skipper Pavanta Veerasinghe. That's nice. Get your skipper on strike. Oh, very, very close. Direct hit would have been interesting.
Running for everything. Just for a moment I thought Pavanta was a bit too relaxed taking that single, but realizing that the throw is coming in. So 81 for 4. We are 3 balls away from the halfway mark. One-day T20 cricket. 100 in the last 10 overs is just about par if you have wickets in hand. They still got quite capable batters to come. Ace Capital.
What a catch! Well judged. Right at the edge of the boundary. Those are never easy. Veerasinghe for a moment thought he got enough bat. But we saw few catches toward the same direction. Fielders right at the edge of the circle, right at the edge of the boundary, in fact, taking very good catches. This is definitely one of them.
Yeah, understandable. He's trying to, like I said, look at the shorter side. You know, they practice these kind of catches every day for hours. It's a requirement. They're suddenly all these modern T20 fielders becoming very comfortable fielding on the boundary. 35 off 19, very good hand. Caught by Hansama, bowled by Nirmal. 81 for 5.
Right arm round, 2 more remaining.
Pavanta and Vanuja stretching the partnership really nicely. Just when things starting to get little more comfortable, they've lost another wicket. Rebuilding pace. Pavan Patiraja is in. Going for a single was a quick one. Fielder with a fumble allows the batters to cross over for a single without any harm.
Yeah, that's a problem you're going to have when you chase a total like 188. You need a couple of batters to bat for a few overs, not only in terms of runs, but in the partnership, like 8-10 over partnership. Oh, that is just get through a huge appeal. Umpire Deepal Northerner says no. That's my call, and it's be angling towards that leg stump. So leg by to finish the 10th. 83 for 5. Ruben Silva is back on the chair, and we need 105 from 60 balls, which is 10 overs. That was a good over. Nirmal 1 for 5. There was a bit of pressure after a couple of good ones for Ace Capito. He brought his team back into this game, picking up that prize scalp. He was looking nice, wasn't he, Pavanta? So this is Ramindu.
Full toss to start the over. Yes, exactly. Pavanta Veerasinghe was looking really promising. Got out cheaply. Was going for that big one. This time. Top edge. And it's a drop. He dropped that catch. It was not easy. Backpedaling. But should have been taken.
Yeah, that's against the wind to that side. I think he did not think that he was that close to the ball. He was looking to chase it. Suddenly he realizes, oh no, it's in my grasp. Did he get a nick on that one? At least 2. Yeah, leg by signal. Pavan has got a very hard task in his hands. There's not a lot of time for him to just do sightseeing. He needs to be very proactive and be busy. Yeah, that is the last thing that they want. Ace Capital dot balls.
They need some few big ones. It's a difficult task for Ace Capital at the moment. Required run rate is climbing up the mountain. This time, just another single for Pavan. On the other hand, there's Vanuja Sahan who can hit the long ball.
That helps. A wide. Yeah, they can do with few 7-8 ball overs. Ace Capital.
Good over. Yeah, mate.
Another very good over from Ravindu. 89 for 5 after 11.
This is the comparison between two sides. Ace Capital, 89 for 5. Bloomfield, 92 for 5. Not a lot of difference, just 6 runs. What do you reckon, Gabini? I beg your pardon, just 3 runs.
Yeah, the comparison after the 9th over was pretty similar. The gap was only 3. But this might be the most important one. The batting partnership. Vanuja Sahan. Oh, no, didn't get the whole thing. That is the wicket that Bloomfield wanted.
And that's the end of Vanuja Sahan's short stay. Down on one knee, tried to go after the bowling. Found the Ishan Malinga at long on. Good solid catch from Ishan Malinga. Always safe pair of hands. Let's take another look at it. Going against the spin. Didn't time it properly. Aerial for some time. And Ishan Malinga safe as a house. And that's the end of Vanuja Sahan. Just 9 runs of 11 deliveries. Ace Capital lost their 6th wicket. And the Ace Capital 89 for 6 after 11.1 overs. Just lost the man in form, Vanuja Sahan. The new man in
5 more remaining.
Rachinta De Silva, right hand batter. In a really difficult stage, lost 6 wickets for 11.1 overs. Join his colleague Pawan in the middle. 5 more deliveries to go in this over. A very crucial over from Ace Capital's point of view. A dot delivery to start his innings.
Yeah, suddenly there's a lot of pressure on these 2 new batters. Vanuja Sahan is quite capable of finishing up an innings. But too much pressure on the scoreboard. Boundaries are hard to come by. The 188 looks pretty big now. Just the 4 batters left. What about Nirmal's figures? 2 for 5. 1.3 overs. Straight away, looking for that unorthodox option of taking the short side. Reverse hit.
Harinder Nirmal, generally a really good off spinner, known for his red ball cricket. We're doing a different task today. This time, another single towards mid-wicket region, and Rajindo off the mark.
Every dot ball builds up pressure. There have been 3 in this over. So it has been a good return for Nirmal. Pawan Ratnaka, who was a very consistent player when he was playing for the Sri Lankan under-19s. Not Ratnaka, Pawan. And a busy little player. He's not the biggest made batter you'll ever see, but he times the ball pretty well. One of the best overs in the inning so far. A wicket and 2 runs. Nirmal 2 for 7 in his 2 overs. There you are, 97 required of 48. Right now they're at 91 for 6.
Pawan Padiraj, former Sri Lankan under-19 player. A promising young talent. In a difficult stage right now, Ace Capital 91 for 6, chasing a huge total of 188. And for the first time, we're seeing Kavisha Piumal. This time, down on one knee, goes over mid-wicket and 6 runs to start the over.
Yeah, he liked facing the left-arm orthodox spinner, although he's eyeing that long boundary down there. That was in the slot. It has become a basic shot these days against a left-arm spinner. Clearing that front leg, targeting the cow corner, and more often sometimes we see 4 fielders on the onside patrolling the boundary. As I said it, now, yeah, still 3 boundary riders. There's a short fine leg. There's a big gap between deep square leg, deep mid wicket, and from deep mid wicket to long on. Round the wicket. Yeah, so different tactic from Kavisha. He was coming over the wicket. The angle is different now. Now he's coming around the wicket. So he's looking to dart across the left-handers off stump. So then the batter will have to do something different. What the normal batter do is they'll probably bat outside the stumps. Trying to negate that angle.
Good delivery. Rachinta, just 1 of 5 deliveries. He needs to move a little bit from here onwards. Ace Capital 98 for 6. This time it's a close call. Huge appeal from the bowler. Chance of a run out as well. And that's, it's gone, he's gone. Umpire raises the finger. The batter was ball watching. Brilliant throw from the fielder as well. Umpire straight away raises his finger. And that's the end of Rachinta's short stay.
Yeah, just outside the line. Oh, the impact was outside the line. He was ball watching, like you mentioned. Oh, he was out, wasn't he? He was out by good 8 inches. Yeah, there's nothing much that you could do about it, Rachinta. At this stage of the innings, you got to run for everything, and your partner just hit a 6 and a single. Faced 5 balls for 1 run. Rachinta. Of 6 balls, rather. And 98 for 7.
He was ball watching in that delivery. In 2 mind. Unfortunately, ran himself out. This time, was trying to go for that booming drive, the lofted drive over extra cover. Didn't find the bat. He was well in. Good glove work from the wicketkeeper as well. Again down on one knee, into the gap. Coming back for the second run. He made it comfortably, and that's the end of 13th over. And also 100 up for Ace Capital, 100 for 7 after 13 overs.
So 88 of 42 moves across. Umpire Chamara says it's a huge appeal. It's a close one, but that's a correct decision. Pathiraja wanted the strike. I think he was more worried about the umpire's decision than Rachinta. So this is the Vijay Sundar. Another left-hander. How many left-handers in this team?
Yeah, many left-hands in this side. Tharanda Neelmal to continue. A quick single, chance for another run out. Oh my God, he was gone by a mile. But the fielder missed it.
What is going on? My word. There's yes, there's no, there's sorry. All kinds of calls.
Yes, indeed. Let's take another look at it. Isita Vijay Sundara straight away said no. Look at that. He was not even in the picture. He would have been gone.
I think the fielder who was coming towards the stumps could have done better. He could have just stood behind the stumps and would have made the bowler's job a lot easier without having to aim at the wickets by himself. Because he was miles outside, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was not even in the picture. All happening here at NCC. Is capital after 13.1 overs. 101 for 7. Sita Vijay Sundara. This is a comparison between two sides. Ace Capital 101 for 7. And Bloomfield not too far away from Ace Capital 106 for 5.
Yeah, it's those last 3 or 4 overs where Shanika took control of the game with some flurry of boundaries. Now, this will be very interesting. Pawan Pathiraja against the right arm off spinner, and Pathiraja's go-to area pretty much have been on the onside towards cow corner, long on, square leg. He might be thinking, right, this is my time and I'm going to have a go.
Making some room for himself. Another single for Pawan Pathiraja. Yeah, as you mentioned, Gamini, he loves to take on ball, especially go against the spin. See the Vijay Sundara recently made his test debut during West Indies tour. Another dotted delivery. This is good bowling from Tharanda Neelmal. Usually known for his red ball cricket. But he's proven that he's really good at white ball cricket as well. Comes down the track. It was too full. A single for Ishita Vijay Sundara.
Yeah, singles won't do the job, Ruin. The required run rate is climbing at rate or knots. 2 deliveries to go. Good shot. That's a fabulous shot. See that if you have that skill to hit it over extra covers, particularly now see conditions like this, the short side is the on side, so the bowler is trying to stay away from the stumps, and if you have that skill, more often than not, you are not going to have a fielder down there at deep extra cover. You'll have more of a point. So that's a freebie really. There's a boundary option.
Last delivery coming up. This time down on one knee, into the leg side and straight to Ishan Malinga. Just a single for Pawan Pathiraja to end the over. Ace Capital after 14 overs, 108 for 7. This is what Ace Capital needs to get within 36 deliveries. They need 80 more runs to win this match. A difficult task, but still possible. Pawan Pathiraja, 18 of 12 so far. Keeper himself is back with the ball in hand. This time shot into the leg side and straight to the fielder and popped out of his hand and gone over the rope, and 6 runs for Pawan Pathiraja.
I think he didn't really. He was about 10 yards inside the boundary. No, just bounce in front. Straight to long on. So 5 off. Now this is where Isita will have to play a vital part here.
So far, Bloomfield's fielding has been brilliant, apart from that one drop catch. They took almost everything. This time, another single straight to the fielder.
They need a couple of big overs, Ruben. 15 to 20 range. And if they can get that, you're suddenly, in a blink of an eye, you're back in it. Will he target that onside again? Nicely bowled. Took the pace off. Pathiraja was waiting for that delivery eternally. It's still a good over, 7 off. 2 deliveries to come.
It's not going to be an easy task for Ace Capital. Ishan Malinga got few overs remaining. This time, Isita Vijay Sundara goes over long off. Enough is enough. And he went after it. 6 runs for Isita Vijay Sundara.
Yeah, it was in the slot. Yeah, he's a strong lad, Isita. So 16 off. Sorry, 13 off. Gets a single off the last, so 14. Very good over, but they will have to continue to do this over the next 3-4 overs or so. 122 for 7 after 15.
This is what Ace Capital needs to get within next 5 overs. They need 66 runs to win this match. And we have another change in the comp box. Dhammika joined me. How are you doing, Dhammika?
Good. It's been an intriguing chase. Don't count Ace Capital out yet, because Isita Vijay Sundara, he can be very dangerous striker. He's proven that over the years. But Pathiraja, he's been playing so well. So very neat partnership is in progress. 24 of 14. Just the kind of finish, just the kind of conclusion we were hoping for. Not going to be easy, just 5. Take a look at it, 13.2 and over. But somebody like Isita Vijay Sundara, if he finds the middle of the bat, it's not going to be an issue.
Darinda Nilbar to continue from the SSC end. Isita Vijay Sundara on strike. Again, down on one knee, but straight to the fielder. Ishan Malinga was too quick onto that. He's a really good fielder, Ishan Malinga, not just with bowling. He's a brilliant fielder as well. Being a fast bowler, it's not easy always.
Swept away, front of the square. There is protection. Only be a single. A fumble allows the second. Fielders, they got to be vigilant. This is the crunch stage. How crucial Ishan Malinga's 2 overs would be. That'll be the make or break situation.
Dhammika, that's what pressure does to you. Because these 2 batters are rotating the strike and putting the bad bowls away. And putting some pressure on the bowlers as well. Got few hits in the previous overs. Again down on one knee, swept hard. Straight to the fielder. Another single to Pawan Pathiraja. Got off to a really good start, 27 of 17.
He's not a big man by any mean, of course. Isita Vijay Sundara got plenty of power, strong shoulders. That's nice, that'll do it. Keep the blood flowing. Keep the momentum. No boundaries, still there in the hunt. 13 and over at this stage. You fancy your chances.
It's actually good bowling from Tarinder Nirmal, not giving any kind of room for the batters, bowling it away from their bodies. This time comes down the track and goes over long on. A handsome six for Pawan Patiraja. This is brilliant batting, dancing down the track and goes over the fielder's head. Brilliant from Pawan Patiraja.
Diminutive frame, but he can certainly pack a punch. Take a look at it. Down the track, beautiful bat swing does the trick for Pawan Patiraja. He moves to 33, 133, game on.
Yes, exactly, Dhammika. The game is on. Pawan Patiraja taking the charge. 33 of just 18 deliveries. Meanwhile, Ishita Vijay Sundara, 12 of 18. Suddenly, pressure is on the bowlers.
We saw a few fumbles. A drop catch a little while ago. Every little thing matters. They got to be vigilant. Fielders, especially down in the deep. Catching so crucial at this stage because they're going to go after any bowler.
This is the current partnership. 35 runs off just 19 deliveries. Good contribution from both batters. Ishita Vijay Sundara contributing really well.
Pawan Patiraja, look at youngsters' contribution. Played for Sri Lanka under 19 a couple of years back and played for Trinity College, Kandy. Such a good batsman, but out of reckoning. This could be his opportunity. 55 runs off 25. It's anybody's game. It's very, very hard to predict. All it takes, few good overs for Ace Capital. On the other hand, all it takes, just a couple of more wickets. They've already 7 down. Just the kind of conclusion we expected. I certainly expected for the sake of viewers' entertainment. Patiraja on 33, Ishita on 12, looking dangerous.
A brilliant over so far for Ace Capital. 11 coming in that first 5 deliveries. One more delivery to go as well. This time into the gap. Another single. That's the end of the 16th over. A good spell from Tarinder Nirmal. 2 for 27. Ace Capital after 16 overs. 134 for 7. A brilliant spell from Tarinder Nirmal. You need to appreciate that. 2 wickets, just 27 runs, just under 7. Brilliant.
And I'm already starting to think how crucial 2 overs from Eshan Malinga. Looks like he's into the attack. He likes picking up wicket already. Take a look at his spell. 2 overs, given away just 4 runs and picked up 2 wickets in the process. Outstanding, whichever way you describe it.
Sean Malinga onto the attack. Just 2 overs, 4 runs for 2 wickets, 8 dot deliveries. Ishan Malinga definitely will bowl the 17th over and the 19th over. Here he comes. This time, punch it handsomely. 4 runs for Pawan Patiraja. This is brilliant batting against Ishan Malinga.
He's given no regard for his reputation in the slot. That beautiful bat swing does the trick once again. Bring it down right through the line of the delivery. Enough power. Another boundary. Excellent start. Powerful blow straight to the fielder. They considering the possibility of a single of a misfield.
This time straight to the fielder. Talking about Pawan Patiraja, what a hand he is playing. 38 of 21 deliveries. This is brilliant. But they need few more of those. Talking about that last shot. A brilliant shot. Look at that bat swing. Didn't care at all who's bowling to him. This is what they required. 50 runs from 22 deliveries. Full toss. But straight to the fielder. Another slight fumble. But just a single.
Look at how well Eshan Malinger minimizing the damage. First delivery went for a boundary, coming back strong. Experience so important. He's capable of mixing up deliveries, slower ball, bumpers. Proven very effective into the pitch. Those are very hard to get away. I like the approach by Ace Capital batters. Vijay Sundara getting past the outside edge. Loud shout. Even the fielders from Squalic region joins the party with that appeal. But nowhere close, says the umpire. This will give us a clear picture. Very close, but not close enough, says the umpire.
Brilliant comeback from Eshan Malinger after hitting for a boundary in the first delivery of the over. Good comeback. 2 more deliveries to go. A decent over from Eshan Malinger so far. Ishita Vijay Sundara on strike. This time.
Probably a mistake. A bumper way above the shoulders, way above the head. 1 per the over, says umpire. And still only 6 runs. No big damage, but 2 remaining deliveries can certainly do a significant damage. We'll see. Few adjustments. Of course, so important having your fielders in the right place. Slower delivery once again does the trick. Another dot ball.
This is what Eshan Malinger is all about. He's a death over specialist. He has so many tricks in his armory. Off cutter, leg cutters, into the wicket, slow bouncers, you name it, he has everything. This is brilliant bowling from Eshan Malinger. Bowling to his field, not giving any kind of room for batters out there.
Straight to the fielder, no big damage, only be a single cutter. So he brings in variation, 18 deliveries remaining, 46 runs to win the game. Exciting 3 overs to come, 17 gone, 1-4-2 for 7.
This is the batting card of Ace Capital. Pavanta Veerasinghe started off well with Tanuja. Tanuja got off to a fly of 28 within 17 deliveries. Pavanta Veerasinghe 35 of 19 deliveries. And then young Pavan Pathiraj came in and delivered a magic with his bat. Janit Lienage to continue from the SSCN.
Hardly any difference apart from Bloomfield only losing 5 wickets, but in front by 2 runs. Anybody's game, intriguing finish we are in. Struck powerfully, well fielded. Just a matter of getting past that infield at mid-off region. So it's a good start. 2 overs went for 20, Janit Lienage.
It's been a bit expensive today. Another slow ball into the wicket by Janit Lienage.
Take a look at that last 30 deliveries yielding 45 runs, 2 huge sixes and 3 boundaries. They've lost only a wicket. That struck beautifully right towards us, underneath us. Much needed 6. That'll really set the tone for Ace Capital.
It's brilliant batting from Ishita Vijay Sundara. It was too short. It was there to hit. into the stands. Brilliant batting from Isita Vijay Sundara. A brilliant start to the over. 7 of 2 deliveries. Look at that partnership. 51. Isita Vijay Sundara 18 of 10 deliveries. 2 sixers. Look at that strike rate. 180 plus.
Struck away for another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries. 10 of 2 deliveries. This is definitely set the tone and they are well on their way. Right now, it's just a matter of picking up enough wickets. A full toss. Batter of Isita Vijay Sundara's caliber. Definitely not going to miss out. Another boundary. 35 needed of 15.
Dhammika, is it the right call to bring in Chanit Lianage at this stage of the game? Not usually bowls at this stage of the game. Usually with the new ball or in the middle overs. We haven't seen him lot during this stage of the game.
Probably not, because he's already proven expensive. 2 overs cost him 20 runs. But now you got to go with it. Well played. A dab single makes it even better. Will they come back for the second? No, they won't. Outstanding partnership. We hardly noticed. And those who are watching tend to think major contribution is by big man Vijay Sundara. Absolutely not. Major contributions by slender looking frame Pawan Pathiraja.
A brilliant partnership from these two batters out there. Both contributing really well. That's the required run rate. 14.57. They need 34, 14 deliveries. This time, another single to Pawan Pathiraja. Singles won't hurt Bloomfield at all.
You're looking at Pawan Pathiraja, tend to think he's struggling to lift the bat. But his bat swing, so remarkable. So much power behind. You seldom see a man smaller in stature bring out so much power into his shots. It's all about techniques. Another wide. This is getting closer by the second.
This is pressure. This is pressure. What does to you, even to an experienced campaigner like Janit Lianage? Look at that. He was trying to bowl that slow off cutter into the wicket, but it was too full. Considered another extra run for Ace Capital.
It's been proven expensive, very expensive already. Dubbed away, only be a single. They'll take that. We mentioned it's about having enough wickets in hand. 12 deliveries. Crunch finish, needing 31 after 18, 157 for 7.
Dhammika, who will bowl the last 2 overs? Definitely Eshan Malinga will bowl the 19th over. Who will bowl the 20th over, Dhammika?
That's the question right now. Skipper would be wondering. Dulaj 2 for 34, expensive. Malinga 2 for 12, exceptional. And Nirmal, very decent spell under the circumstances, 2 for 27. This partnership definitely brought them up. Very much a possibility. Nerves. Whichever team hold on to their nerves should win this game. This is not the time for you to make a mistake. Malinga.
We have a game on our hands. Eshan Malinga to continue from the swimming pool end. 31 of 12 deliveries. Match can go either ways. Eshan Malinga. Into the wicket. Trying to come in back with the second run. No, they won't.
I tell you, would have been curtains. That was played straight at the sweeper cover. He was advancing. He was charging in. 11 deliveries, 30 runs. This over pretty much tells us a story. Which direction it goes. Get around 10, maybe 9 runs. It'll go down to the wire. But if they pick up a wicket or two and not conceding too many runs, Bloomfield looking good for their first win.
Slow ball. Slow off cutter and a quick single for Pawan Patiraja. Talking about nerves. Whoever negotiating their nerves well will win the match, Tambika. It's all about negotiating your nerves well and being calm under pressure. Even for a batter, even for a bowler, it doesn't matter. You have to negotiate your feelings.
That's where experience matters. Plenty of IPL matches on flat decks. Ishan Malinga. Very naughty down the leg side. Would have been 5 extras, I tell you. Wicketkeeper did really well there.
That was Chanakya, the wicketkeeper. Was going down the leg. He was trying for that full delivery, coming back into the left-hander. And a good work from the wicketkeeper. Definitely saved 4 runs for his team. We have a game on our hands, guys. 28 of 10 deliveries. It's an interesting battle between AS Capital and Bloomfield. Another slow delivery into the wicket. That's what Ishan Malinga does to you. He's not going to give any kind of room, not going to give any kind of width for the batters. That's experience.
So apart from that wide down the leg side, he pretty much did everything right. 3 more deliveries remaining. If he can pick up a wicket, it'll be very good for Bloomfield. But 20 plus runs last over. Slowly but steadily towards Bloomfield, isn't it? 3 more deliveries still remaining. Struck away really nicely. Wasn't a bad ball. Beautiful hands. Youngster does the trick. Just whipped it away. Dismissed from its presence for another 6 over mid-wicket.
Pawan Patiraja picked up the slow ball early and played it over square leg. Brilliant batting from Pawan Patiraja. He knew exactly where the fielders are. Played it really nicely. Picked up early. Was there to hit.
Secret about Pawan Patiraja, gives himself a very strong base. A bumper, maybe too high. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. He says it's all right. Experience. He knows what needs to be done. Under normal circumstances, you go for a yorker. But this is smart bowling.
Can we expect a full delivery or a slow delivery into the wicket, Dhammika? Could be anything. Ishan Malinga so far brilliant, just conceding 22 runs. Can he finish us off in style? Pawan Patiraja on 49 as well.
Little naughty, probably little afraid. Trying to get that one away from Pawan Patiraja's arc. On that occasion was little too far. 49 of 29. What a knock. 3 sixers, 3 huge sixers. Goes to tell you about his power. This is the final delivery. Crucial. So crucial. Decisive partnership is in progress. 20 runs off 7 deliveries. Boom. It's a quicker delivery into the pitch. Only be a single to win the game. To remain unbeaten. AS Capital needing 19 runs off 6 balls. We expected a last over finish. We got one.
Pawan Patiraja got to his half century of 30 deliveries, 3 fours, 3 sixers. A brilliant knock from young Pawan Patiraja. He was struggling a bit in the first few deliveries, but then he delivered really well.
The responsibility is handed over to Dulaj Samudita. I thought against India A, he did a decent job against very dangerous batters like Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Got in few economical overs, yes, during the final. We all know what happened there. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is scoring 90 plus inside 30 deliveries, less than 30 deliveries, something like 29, 27. So He's got the experience. I'm sure he'll be mixing up slower deliveries, yorkers and slower bumpers.
A good start for both will be really important. 19 of 6 deliveries. It's a nail-biting game so far. Ace Capital need 19 runs from the last over. Here we go. Dula Chamudita with the ball in hand. A good full delivery. A huge appeal from the bowler. It was definitely going down the leg. A leg bye to start off the last over.
Imagine a situation where Pawan Pathiraja got a little bit of bat and glanced that one away towards fine leg region. Would have been a certain boundary. On that aspect, Samudita managed to escape. 18-5. Three fielders on the offside.
5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. A deep third man. I beg your pardon, deep point. A deep extra cover. Rather than a point, a backward point, I must say. 18 of 5 deliveries. This is the Vijay Sundar on strike. This time, backed it. Brilliant from Isita Vijay Sundara. 2 bounce into the rope. This is what the doctor ordered.
I told you, Isita certainly got the power. It was in the slot asking for trouble. He just says, thank you so much. Straight down the ground. Now the boundary momentum is with Ace Capital. 14 of 4. Samudita just cannot afford to make a single mistake.
With this field setting, he has to bowl it full. There's a deep point, a deep backward point as well. He's definitely trying for that wide yorker. He has to make it right. Otherwise, Isita will get the prize. It's time to get a miss.
That's a good bumper. Right height, away from the batsman outside the off stump, just about a couple of feet. Bending his back. Oh, goal dust. A dot ball. Now 3 deliveries. They need 14 runs. Boundaries. Name of the game.
They definitely need a boundary from this ball. A very, very important ball coming up. Dula Chamudita definitely under pressure. We can see the nerves. They have to negotiate these nerves properly. 14 of 3. Dula Chamudita. Pitched up. And straight to the fielder at long off. Brilliant from Dula Chamudita. Calm, really calm under pressure. Negotiate the nerves really well. And got the big fish.
Slower delivery into the pitch. Wide to the right, left-hander rather. Isita had absolutely no options, went for it, no real power. Straight to the fielder. He did a good job. Another wicket goes down. Right now, Bloomfield looking very good to register their first wicket. Well taken, Janit Lienage. Calm under pressure.
That's the end of Isita Vijay Sundara's innings. Brilliant knock. 30 of 18 deliveries. Well played, young man. It was really intentional from Dula Chamudita as well. If you look at the fielder down at long off, he was straight towards the side screen. He was definitely aiming for that ball into the pitch. And he exactly delivered that well.
Now it's about not making mistakes. I mentioned right at the beginning, Dula Chamudita just cannot afford to make a single mistake. Get decent enough 2 deliveries. Atharagalla, very much capable of striking big. We all know that. Penultimate delivery. Wins a game. He's been castled. What an outstanding spell of bowling. What a delivery towards the dying stage of this game. Winning the first game. They were down and out. Losing 3 out of 3. Now for the first time, winning feeling. So important.
Brilliant delivery from Dula Chamudita under pressure. Brilliant bowling, brilliant execution. A golden duck for Nimsara. Not the way we would have imagined. Brilliant bowling. And he's taking the long walk back.
when you have Yorker that good, you can trouble any batsman. Perfect time to execute. Now it's done and dusted. Trevin Matthews, it's just a formality. What an outstanding delivery. Here's the final delivery. He dabbed it. He knew it's a foregone conclusion. But we expected a thriller. We got one. Outstanding game of cricket. Bloomfield winning their first game of this tournament. Team, when you look at top to bottom, got strength, got experience, but for unknown reason, I'm a bit surprised seeing Bloomfield not recording a single win. This will definitely, get their confidence levels high, which is so important in a tournament like this. 2 more games to play, of course.
Yes, definitely this will boost their confidence. A good quality cricket played by both teams. A nail-biting game till the last ball. Finally, Bloomfield won by 13 runs. Brilliant game of cricket. We have witnessed everything today. We all entertained. I hope you also entertained.
Wonderful live coverage right throughout the day from NCC grounds. Bloomfield recording their first win, emphatic one against unbeaten table toppers Ace Capital. Now they will be looking at 2 remaining games with high hopes of finishing the tournament on a higher note, nothing more than that. But their reputation, they've done nothing wrong today. Won the toss, deciding to bat first. I thought midway through things not clicking, but outstanding finish. The moment they went past 180, we were discussing this should be a thriller. We certainly got one.
Brilliant cricket all around. Now they all are shaking hands after a good quality game.
It's all good. Very competitive game of cricket. We thoroughly entertained. I have no doubt those who are joining us on Sri Lanka Cricket Official YouTube as well as rest of the platforms. Ace Capital. Not too many huge contributions, but Tanuja 28 up at the top. Pavantha was looking good, 35. The winner, match winner, Pawan Pathiraja. Once again, coming back into the reckoning. This is the Vijay Sundara, very useful knock. Power, class, 30 of 18 wasn't enough. With the aid of 13 extras, 174 for 9. Jubilant Bloomfield Cricket and Athletic Club. We are ready to have a look at the bowling for. There you go. Eshan Malinga. 4 overs, 2 for 24. He came at crunch stage on both the occasions. Up at the top, towards the end. Dulaj picking up 4 wickets. Outstanding, isn't it? He's been proven himself time and time again. Nirmal, very steady spell, winning the day, winning the game. They'll be the happy chaps.
It's been a brilliant bowling display from Bloomfield bowlers. Especially Eshan Malinga. These are the session highlights. They started off well. Few runs coming behind the wicket as well.
They too losing wicket at regular intervals. That has been the problem for both the teams. Just when they're looking good. How about that? Reaching up, gets a boundary, gets it through extra cover region. Another one, very lucky. Through deep point region. Really neatly timed. That's a miscue. Today I've noticed playing a bumper, the batters not enjoyed all that well. Some improvisation straight into the hands and Malinga's strike. Excellent catch by Deshapriya. Had a fantastic day, youngster. Through extra cover region.
And Pavantha Veerasinghe joined the party and played few shots all around the park. It was brilliant till that last moment. That was a brilliant catch. And Vanu Jasan also joined the party but couldn't find it properly. And then on, it was all about Pawan Pathiraja. Bossy run outs as well in the middle.
Direct hit. He looks out on both counts. Survived the first. Second, he couldn't. Pathiraja, youngster, slender looking man, certainly packed a punch straight down the ground, another 6. And that one, exquisite. Virasinghe, Vijay Sundar rather, powered it down the ground. That one certainly, had his heart in his mouth. Perfect yoga. Atharagal could do very little about it. End of the day, ultimately, Bloomfield handled the nerves, does what required, winning the games by 13 runs as we are looking at the match summary. 187 for 6 after 20, having decided to bat first. Deshapriya 59. I thought youngster did very well. Experienced. Lienage 58 of 39. Hasita was looking good up at the top, 28 of 15. Isita 2 for 29. Penetrative. Charmika, economical, picked up a wicket. Nimsara and Traveen today particularly expensive, very uncharacteristic, and in the chase was a stiff one. 174 all out. Pawan Pathiraja not out on 50 of just 31 deliveries. Very unfortunate, but magnificent effort. Pawan, the skipper, 35 of 19. Isita 30 of 18. Tanuja 20 of 17. Wasn't enough. Dulaj Samudita had a fantastic day. Was expensive, but picking up wickets. Regular intervals, 4 for 38. Malinga, class, 2 for 24. Nirmal, 2 for 27. Winning their first game of the tournament. Looking good for more. And few exciting games lined up. We are ready to bring you the live coverage courtesy of Talent TV on behalf of technical production and engineering crew. I take this moment to thank each and everyone who joined us. Do join us next time. We are ready to bring you exciting cricket. Until then, stay safe. Good night.